Red 40 Fall more.
And we are live. It's
I'm
Red
being-
40 Fall and it's also Warlock Fall.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's where you try to eat as much Red 40 as much as you can in Fall.
Oh, I love that.
Or you're casting sick ass spells and summoning thick ass thralls, which is Warlock Fall.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Right.
Henry, how was your brat summer? It seems to have had a tangible effect on your kind of physical form.
Yeah, it seems to have. It's crazy how
I don't know why it did that.
it's crazy how much what's going on in my OBS is not at all what it's outputting to my virtual camera.
Really? Oh, that's
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure about that one.
And this is, yeah. And so what are you seeing right now, Henry?
I'm seeing like fuck, I wonder if I can. Okay, wait, let me try something.
Well, this is
This is my OBS.
Whoa. Well, that's sick as fuck.
Wow.
Classic.
Also
I mean,
not good.
Well, this character's not. Well, he's not here anymore though. So.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
this
I
is
guess
good, but also it's gonna it's affecting what Luna and Reese look like too. The only one whose face is visible right now is actually Reese, just real small.
It's like the worst camera setup of all time.
Yeah, it's been a
Yeah,
while.
wait, let
It's been a while since we've been here, so we're still figuring everything out. Since last stream, have built a new computer, so hopefully the stream's gonna run way better. So I have to I can see my decibels on stream. I have to really project.
They're low.
I gotta project
You're
for this
sickly.
one. So I'm gonna try to utilize that energy for the whole stream. This is gonna be a new one. Since last stream, I'm on a new computer. Nothing much has changed in Luna's life, save for more flour per square inch. More flour
my
than lady
lungs.
now. Luna actually has kind of been self-elected as like the secretary of the podcast. You take minutes now, pretty much.
Wow.
Luna kind of might minute to minute know significantly more about what is literally going on than certainly Reese and Henry and very possibly me. So we're gonna ride that energy out going forward. Now this is a lot of pressure on Luna, as it deserves.
It's called. I listened to the episode we recorded over a month ago yesterday.
Okay.
This is.
Could you give us a quick recap?
Okay, yeah. Let's see, because it's like in the moment I've forgotten it all, but I feel like once I start talking, it'll all come out.
That was me earlier when I was texting you guys about it. And Henry, did you not read my succinct and short summary of what happened last episode?
Oh no, is it in the thing?
Yeah.
It's in the chat, but yeah, basically it starts off with
Sorry, there's
Valerie
a lot of
gets up,
images between me and
Stuart
that.
Parker is playing the flute at 7 a.m. outside with his iconic breakfast. And then there's sort of like a Valerie Geigo phone call scene, and then a Stu, Mr. Monsoon phone call scene, and then they decide to take the metro. We cut to Zeke, has a Dermot Zeke scene, also goes to the metro. Well, it's the same metro station. They get on the train, they talk to Andy, they get off at a station, and then
This could be any episode of Ghost Town.
Yeah.
it really
we really do ride the fucking subway a lot for having one PC whose whole fucking main skill is that she's good at driving.
My car's under quarantine now. We get off at the station. We find a Tim Hortons with
I fixed it.
I kind of like the
Yeah, this is
about
Art
Kim
Nouveau.
Henry.
Oh, it's
yeah,
like
we
all
arrive
fucked
at
up, too. Sorry.
we arrive at this abandoned Tim Hortons. There's normal blackberries. There's also weird albino blackberries. Whoa, what are they about? But wait, there's a transit cop. We want to investigate this abandoned Tim Hortons, but we don't want a cop doing any sort of
Right, yeah.
mischief. So
So it was all flooding back to me.
in a clever distraction, Zeke throws a cruller at the transit cop, hits him square in the head. He comes over, starts a ruckus.
If I can, for the record, I believe it was one of the non-glazed donuts that Tim Hortons does, like the old-fashioned style ones.
I think
this
we
true?
said it was a cruller, but
Okay, this is good. This is why we have a continuity officer on
Yeah.
site at all times.
yeah, we get into a kerfuffle with the cop. I accidentally disclose that Stu is high.
And
Weed is
carrying
not yet
weed
legalized.
on him, I think. Yeah.
Right.
Zeke panics and absolutely just takes the cop the fuck out with a nice flashlight hit to back of skull.
Possibly.
Stu grabs his gun and we all just sort of flee. We go to an apartment that has been recently demolished. We weasel our way into the basement. Weezer? There's more of these weird albino blackberries down here. Yeah, Stu shoots a hot water tank. The hot water tank then gets flung at us, and there's like a mysterious,
we see a
weird,
guy or
hairy
something.
guy who sort of floats away, and Zeke sort of throws a dagger into his thigh.
Oh my god.
Luna, do you
I
have
hope it's
the
Mads.
is the notebook? Do you have the notebook from work, or is that at work?
Me?
That's at work.
I did a drawing of the guy for Luna, and I forgot to take a picture of it.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We'll have to edit that one into the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we go to the biggest, oldest slug who Stu got a business card from Mr. Monsoon slightly earlier in the episode. And then we talk to the slug and find out if we get a whistle wet, we can blow it, and his plant-eating dogs will come to our aid. And that's sort of where we left off. This has been a Ghost Town recap with Luna.
Yeah.
Tune in.
Everyone's
next time
favorite
so
Billie
we gotta-
Eilish
oh.
news and update podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where we last left off. The kind of general plan that you guys were bumping around was to potentially, if it comes down to it, burn down Valerie's apartment building to get rid of this incoming vampiric growth there. And at the very least, you have a bunch of dogs that like to eat plants. But it's like a relatively ticking time bud situation. When last we left, you were in the woods, but if we want, we can have you be, a bit closer to Valerie's apartment. In case you, viewer, are confused, the characters they play are on the screen. You really should have played the first game before picking up the DLC. What's
Now, so also,
Henry desktop
just to-
reveal? Awesome.
oh yeah, sorry, everything's lagging a lot. Sorry, just a moment. I think it's because I have all the stuff open on my computer. Sorry, yeah, just to clarify for, you know what? I could do this in OBS, or I could just do this analog style on my. If I just put that over there. Oops.
Analog style?
Analog style is when they give you the fries with all the sauce on it, right?
I think so.
That's animal
And
style.
I thought that's when you go on the drums really well, and you're in a little
Fuck
of,
yeah.
yeah.
Just to like, I sometimes worry that my players like fear and like respect me too much just because of like the onslaught of like world building that I give you guys just every second of your lives. So just to humanize me a little bit, I've made 2 food-based blunders in the past 24 hours. One, made my pizza wrong, and I picked it up and all the stuff.
And sorry, just to clarify, are you bringing this up to humanize you, or did you do these just to humanize yourself?
And you'll never know.
You made 2
I
blunders.
made like a pizza and all the toppings slid off, so it had to be like a pizza bowl. So that was okay. But the night beforehand, I was in the tub eating a burger, and I was like, just like hubristically, I placed the burger on like the side of the tub, which is like a little shelf, and I kind of like closed my eyes, really relaxed. It had been a big busy weekend. Okay, I'd had a lot of stuff going on, and I was finally relaxing in the tub with my burger, and I hear a noise out of the corner of my ear, and as I open my eye and look, I see that the most of my burger is still on the side shelf of the tub, but the top bun, the lettuce, the tomato, and all of the mayonnaise that was on the top bun is now in the tub with me. And if you never scooped up a sopping wet top bun of a burger from a bathtub, it's one of the worst sensory experiences of, I think, Earth. I think it's one of the worst things you can feel on this planet.
And now for the haters out there,
How
just
did
to
it taste?
clarify, yeah, how did it taste?
Bad. I did try, of course. You gotta bite the tub bun.
Did you put it back on the burger? Or did you
No, I took a small bite and knew that I wouldn't want any more of it. I didn't try any of the lettuce or the tomato. That might have been fine. I didn't try the greens and tomato that were on the burger. Okay.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. I think that'll really help the show going forward.
I just want you guys to remember that I'm only human, right?
Yeah.
God, even the Audacity recording that I'm making is like shockingly quiet. And I need to.
It's fine.
Mm?
We can bump up those levels in post. It's fine.
And we do every time.
Yeah.
Any other announcements for the pod before we really get into the thick of it by KSI?
I mean, if we're really like technically, your mic shouldn't be like outputting like really loud. Like you do want.
It also shouldn't be outputting really quiet though. That's also a problem.
That's true. That's true.
Like,
I mean, look at I'm picking at like the perfect level actually because I'm speaking right into the mic. Unfortunately, I think most of it is just
La-dee-da.
chewing noises.
well, the thing about me is, there's only so close. See, this is like now we're peaking, and that's good. Because you can always you can always pull away, but you can never add more to the volume.
So the cops are still
Last you saw,
actively pursuing us, right?
they don't necessarily know. They can't presently, to your knowledge, tie the three of you to this incapacitated, possibly dead transit cop.
Right, so we're fine.
Unless this guy like wakes up, because he does know Stu's full name, I think.
That's true. We told him a lot of information
Yeah,
before we knocked him out.
You also know that he also knows that you guys know Green Sand, his niece / Niebling. So like again,
we also took his gun, and
right
I'll
now
be honest, I've been shooting it.
Right now, yeah, you did steal and then discharge several times a transit officer's service weapon. Now again, you might be hoping at this time that the blow to the back of the head did kill the cop, because that would really simplify things for you guys significantly. Please, keeper, can the I'd like to use a luck point. That's what you guys fucking sound like, okay? So you did take a taxi to the woods, and the cab did leave. How did you get back to the city near Valerie's apartment? Because that's where we are right now. Just so you know, we are near Valerie's apartment. But how did you get back there?
I feel like every SkyTrain or regular train station.
That's $1 in the swear jar.
Shit, fuck. I think every station is probably technically within walkable distance, right?
Yeah.
I guess we're near Lake T Squat, right? And I think there was a SkyTrain.
There is.
Or a Spud line. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Station near there.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Hey, should we maybe like throw that gun in the lake?
Wait, sorry, Luna. Is your cat in your room?
Tibby?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Tibby reveal.
Oh, I thought you might be right. There's like a slight fluttering sound in the background. I thought there was a purring cat in mic distance from you. Yeah. I'm sorry to throw things off. Yeah, you're near T-Squat Spud Line Station. You got there. Andy wasn't on the subway. We're not having any scenes this episode.
Okay.
No NPCs either.
Only encounters in this Monster of the Week.
I do feel like it might be a good idea to get rid of the gun, and I hate to say it.
Yeah.
What? But do you disagree, Zeke?
Sorry.
Do you want it? Like, I guess you can have it if you want. You killed him, so you can have it.
I thought I saw something flashing in the sky.
That does make it yours.
That's why I squinted. Sorry.
The sun?
Yeah.
It's pretty
Maybe an airplane.
But yeah, I feel like we should probably like throw this thing in the lake or destroy
and Keeper,
it.
Are we beside a lake right now?
Yeah, you guys are by the lake still. This is before
within
this is before the scene that we're not seeing.
I think they're like traceable, like aren't they? Like they have like they can track
like they have
back.
like a tracker on here.
Can someone
No,
roll me
not a tracker.
Just
I
an
think.
intelligence
Like, they
check.
have like an ID thing, I think, on them.
I think also.
No, this is just a thing.
I think we've established that. Well, I mean, as often is Stu. I think has been pretty intoxicated for this entire
Yes.
morning.
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, it's maybe 10 a.m. Let's say.
It's been a stressful morning.
if not later.
Okay, I rolled the fucking.
Valerie had already inferred that there's probably, if you just leave this on the ground, they'll know that it was this cop's gun.
Right, that's a 7. I guess I'll take it. But isn't it more, if you think about it, isn't it more obvious to throw it in a lake? Like that's what the first place they're gonna look probably is the bottom of the lake.
pretty big lake.
Who said that?
What if we buried it? We're still on the edge of town, right? They're not gonna
That
find
would be
it.
cool. That could be cool.
Huh.
I like technically Zeke, and I can't stress this enough, but technically this is yours because you did best the officer. Who
But I didn't
carried
take it, so it's kind of like finders keepers.
Yeah, well, I'm just like I'm fine to hold it. Like it's cool and everything, but like, and I do think it's really cool to have. But I'm just saying, like, I think you get the final call on what we do with it. Just like, I can't choose to get rid of it.
Coming up the kind of rocky outcropping that you guys have found yourself on, kind of near where the woods were. You see, there's like some early morning joggers with their dogs, just kind of jogging their way down the gravel road towards you guys. Mainly
Okay.
like old women in like rain jackets.
And do you think I would be able to pick off all of them before?
I'm gonna say.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Okay. We have fun here. I think it would be difficult to kill all of these people.
I don't think
Um,
I don't think I'm gonna go for that.
That's cool.
But yeah, maybe we should throw the gun in the lake immediately.
Maybe after they've gone by, maybe we should hide it.
Just do it like as they
Before.
go by.
Uh,
Yeah, I guess no, that's a good point. We can just hide it, and I'll just hide it in my pants until they pass, and we'll just face the lake. We'll pretend that we're looking at the lake. This is a flawless plan.
Okay. Yeah.
Do we have to roll for this?
yeah. How about just Stu give me an act under pressure?
Oh, great. Okay. That's a 12.
Wow. Yeah, you hide it in a pocket of your jacket. When your hands in there, you found a lighter that you thought you lost like 2 years ago.
Oh, sick.
And like it's like, man, it's you realize that it's actually super easy to hide a gun in the jacket that you're wearing. The joggers go past you all and they say good morning and they make slight small talk about the weather being nice, in fact. And some of their one of the dogs is really sniffing at Stu's pants. But they all just kind of they don't stop. You notice that there are more people than there are dogs, and they continue jogging down the road. And then they're out of sight. Stu,
I feel like
yeah.
And I'm addressing the party here. I feel like not the women, just our party.
Yeah, man.
Sorry. Just
No clarification's
I
important.
feel like that it's probably important that we get, the BlackBerry thing. That's important. However,
Yes.
I think our number one concern probably is still figuring out like what to do when you kill a transit officer, because I've never done this before. It's a little out of my league. Zeke, I feel like this is kind of your domain in a way.
I mean, I guess I think realistically, like our biggest concern regarding that is like the CCTV footage. So I think we need to find a way to erase that. And I feel like it might be hard to trace us to it after that. But
Can I get a quick? What's everybody's HP at right now?
I'm at 3. Three hits of.
I'm also at
2
3
harm.
harm.
So yeah, so
3 harm.
you're all like a little bashed up and like really
yeah.
fucking dusty from like the construction site basement, and then from like the wood particles and like sawdust flying everywhere from all these fucking dogs. So you're appreciating the nice, cool, calming rain right now.
Right.
You're just still kind of standing here. Are you gonna throw the gun in the lake, Stu?
Yeah, if Zeke is fine with it.
I mean, I really think we should bury it, But if you
Oh.
think that's a better option,
Right. Yeah. No. I mean, well, do you have like a shovel or something with you?
I feel
I
like
was hoping
it's-
you could like.
Okay, I'm gonna throw it in the lake.
Yeah, I feel like it's harder to dredge up a lake than it is to find a gun under.
We're gonna be able to
rocks.
dig like a 1-foot hole, and we're gonna be really dirty. I don't think it's worth it.
I was hoping you could talk to Mr. Monsoon, Mr. Monson.
He's not a landscaper.
But you could like blast it with like a pressure washer. He's like water and stuff.
Right. I feel like maybe the relationship that I have with Mr. Monsoon is maybe not quite as like. Usually, I don't bother him. I try not to bother him too much. You know, it's like my landlord. I don't bother him. He doesn't bother me. That's kind of generally that works out pretty well.
Just kind of like gesticulating with the gun on.
Yeah,
while
I
you're
just toss it into the lake overhand. Just,
Yeah, you guys then get on the train, I guess.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome. Where are you guys going right now? You know the the apartment is still to your knowledge under quarantine and besiege. It seems unlikely that they would have broken it since like last night. Guy is currently doing his own research at City Hall, and he's not contacted you guys in a little bit.
Okay. So I guess like we should probably go and like buy a change of clothes, I guess. That would maybe be like I'm not getting rid of the jacket though. It's my lucky jacket.
Stu,
But other than that, like I could get new pants. I could actually use new pants.
I will say,
just once
Stu,
they're
that
getting
your
kind of-
house is not currently under quarantine.
Yeah,
And
but,
I'm
like,
sure you have clothes
I feel like
there.
Stu is pretty paranoid about getting arrested. I don't think like I'm not I might want to lay low for a while and maybe not just like go immediately back to my house. Like I feel like on TV that would be what would get you caught, you know? Not that we did anything. I say loudly, looking around.
A guy kind of gets up from his seat and decides to sit elsewhere on the SkyTrain. Doesn't really like your vibes, Stu. Yelling a lot on the subway.
Yeah.
We could all go back to my place. I mean-
yeah, I guess.
Have we been to your house? Where do you live again?
Zeke lives in like the same general neighborhood as Stu does. If you pull up the Spudline map, you're in like the general kind of Foundry Truebridge area between the 3rd Boulevard and Truebridge Spudline stops. It's more suburbic than
Okay.
most other areas of town.
Well, that seems good. Although, I mean, I don't know. What are we waiting for? Maybe we, like on the other hand, you know, I hate to play devil's advocate, but on the other hand, we could just kind of go guns a-blazing, try to take care of the Brambles thing, and maybe the cop thing will just go away on its own.
Maybe. I feel like we probably should maybe like get a little bit of preparation before trying to break into my apartment under quarantine, but
That's true. Okay, so we're going to Zeke's house. I guess that makes sense. Zeke, do you have any
maybe
cool
we should
like?
just like rest up for a little bit, and we can think of how to defend against
Yeah.
whatever's going on. Because we got the dogs, but is that really enough? I mean,
Do you have a grappling hook?
are you asking me?
Yeah. Yes. Just talking to someone random on the subway.
I feel like Zeke could reasonably have like ordered something off of like a late night fucking like shopping channel. like, do you want a epic spy kit? Only 16 payments
Yeah.
of $13.99.
oh no, does
That's
Zeke-
why I took the
does Zeke have a
throwing knives.
ShamWow?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Zeke exclusively chops with slap chops and wows with sham wows. Do I have a decent photo for the interior of this guy's house? Let's
Did you take this picture that's currently up next?
Nope. It's nice though, right?
It is.
Yeah, this is we're not here yet, but we might go here this session. Zeke blinks and it disappears. So does I meant Stu, you know, always. I had a nice photo for an exterior, but I think it's saved up my old computer, so we're just gonna work with me here, folks. I've labeled my things far too well. We're on a suburban street. It's very calm and quiet. There's a lot of kind of houses that are decorated for fuck.
Wow, we're really getting like a full gallery tour.
Fuck, shit.
Only forest roads.
I have a lot of pictures of fucking forest roads, bro.
I hope we see Max with a bottle of wine. That JPEG.
That photo, I don't think anybody has
Oh my
that photo.
That's close.
Why do I have this as like a camera? Why did I think I was gonna need this guy?
You should save that for inside my house. Or is that one of Stu's roommates?
That could be one of
That's
my
what it
roommates.
was. Yeah, just
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, give me a second. We're on a very very quiet suburban street. We're outside a two-story house.
Yeah. 2-story house. Sort of like American dream suburbia.
Yeah. I've always pictured Stu's house as having, those big glass bricks, like in a dentist's office.
Yeah. Yes.
Just a window of those.
Mm.
That's the only detail I have. I can't seem to find that on Unsplash though. They don't really have the
Now,
specific.
Forgive me
Yeah,
if we've gone over this, Zeke, but like, what was your actual job before this? Did you have like a real job and stuff? Do you have a real job? Is this like your night thing?
Tunnels.
I kind of inspect tunnels and stuff. And I found a niche for myself online.
I
But,
thought you
yeah.
worked with the
What-
transit.
No, what does
company.
that mean? Found a niche for myself inspecting tunnels online.
Tunnels is just his day job.
We're headed right there. I mean, I can show you.
Yeah, but you already worked for the city then.
Well,
Yeah,
I work for
thought-
the city now.
I thought you worked
Well,
for
we
like,
all
the,
work
the
for the
subway.
city now.
Yeah.
Is the
that's-
subway like part of the city, or is it like its own thing? Is it like a private company? I've never thought about this.
According to what I know, it's from the city. Because I had that old boss who was very nice to me.
who is Cajun, I think. that was his thing.
Right. Anyways, shall we? Shall we go in?
God, there's just no good photos for me to use here. This is I don't know. I didn't think we were going to Stu's house today.
You mean Zeke?
Frick. Yeah.
Just don't mind the mess. It's a little.
We're following Zeke up
So dark in
kind of
here.
like an overgrown lawn. There's some Christmas decorations up, a couple Halloween decorations up.
So you blacked out every window? How long did that take?
Sign that says Happy New Year 2005. And there's like you unlock the door with one of those keys from Home Depot with like a golden retriever on it. Inside, big front entrance hallway. Pretty comfortable. Again, like lots of like eclectic, just kind of decorations up. I think put up, not taken down. Fair bit of mail by the door. I don't know if you guys are looking through all this mail immediately. Kind of a weird thing to do. None of it's addressed to Zeke. And what room are you taking them to, Zeke?
Probably the dining room. The living room is a bit occupied.
Yeah, you go to a dining room. The table's got like, I don't know, microwave food boxes on it, probably.
So you have roommates?
You know,
No, I live alone.
That wow. That's how much are they paying you? Or I guess houses probably cost like $8 or something at this point, right?
I mean, it was my parents, and I sort of inherited it.
Oh, I see.
any other the visual descriptors for this house?
There's like miscellaneous strings hanging from hooks sort of all around,
Okay.
just like filing through the house. Not like just dangling, but like you could pull on them and it might like ring a bell or do something else.
Real Wallace and Gromit
Yeah,
core.
yeah. You know, stacks of cans by the window in case someone breaks in. Lots of
Yeah.
lots of gizmos set up. Are you offering
There's
them
like
changes of clothing?
yeah, I like I look at Stu and I'm like, oh, I guess you're probably my dad's size, and I go, I lead them upstairs, where like the stairway, I like to think it's like in the middle of the house, and then to the right
Simpsons.
is my room, and then to the left is like where my parents' room is, and that left hallway
Just be a
is
funny
just
thing to
so
say, like
dusty.
giving someone a house tour. Like I like to think of the stairway as being in the middle of the house.
Yeah,
Anyway,
very dusty carpet. There's lots of
Yeah.
there's cobweb and dust aplenty, and I don't know, like, is there do we think there's like a lot of like mouse shit on the ground?
no, probably not.
Okay, yeah, epic.
Just like lots of cobwebs, I'd say.
Yeah, like Luigi's
And
Mansion.
this is
But
your bedroom?
like, no, this is we're going to my parents' bedroom. It hasn't really.
Sick. Are
It's
you allowed
alright.
to smoke up in here?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to. I haven't really done it before, but go for it, man.
But I'm super cool.
I open the door to my parents' bedroom, and it's like a big 4-post bed
Yeah.
and some like old wooden armoire
Mm.
and like, just sort of old decorations. And yeah, I'll go to the armoire and grab whatever my dad had.
Yeah, it kind of
that
looks
I
like someone.
behind.
It looks like someone got out of bed this morning, kind of left in a hurry, and then approximately 15 years of dust accumulated since then. Like, yeah, no, like there's like a track of dust in the floor where Zeke is presently standing. He does not appear to have walked outside of that track of dust in this room. He's just occasionally gone to the wardrobe if he needs to get clothes big enough for him now that he's a big boy.
Yeah.
Valerie Stu, you're not feeling like happy vibes from the room. It's like kind of not great in here, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Just
I'm gonna say eye contact.
like more so than like the
Mm.
just the general situation of it all, or
You're not feeling like haunted or anything. It's just like eye contact with Zeke is kind of hard in his house.
right?
There's a lot of yeah.
Yeah.
There's like there's like I don't know, like I think Zeke's dad wore a lot of like suits.
I was gonna say a turtleneck and an overcoat is like the most casual thing I could find.
Really like hard, heavy knit turtleneck, like real real
Yeah.
proper Gansey.
Right. I guess I'm gonna have to leave my lucky jacket here.
Yeah, I'll probably have to swap jackets too. I guess I'll take the turtleneck.
Or well, why don't you take you can take my lucky jacket and just hold
Well,
on to it.
There's
then-
there's more. You can like check to see if there's anything you'd like, and then there's like what do you think my mom would have had as well? Because like I was just looking through my dad's armoire.
She's got like 40 of the same outfit, like
yeah,
like Steve Jobs style. Black turtleneck and jeans.
There's more turtlenecks and some jeans here.
Yeah, we're a turtleneck household. I can't remember. I think we said that Zeke's mom's like a lawyer or something.
I think so.
Yeah, so a lot of like pantsuits. Very early 2000s lady business core. And Zeke's dad, you got a lot of like very early 2000s kind of artsy middle-aged man core.
Oh boy. I feel like we were supposed to try to like not draw attention to ourselves, but
Yeah, I'm gonna look like I'm just straight up wearing a disguise.
Yeah, there's a lot of berets and like weird little hats.
Like, I think I'm starting to think like maybe it would be less suspicious if we just dress normally, go back to our normal routines, and
Oh.
then we just claim that we didn't kill that cop. Sorry, transit cop.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's actually a pretty serious distinction, man.
Ah!
They don't really appreciate it when you say shit like that.
Guys,
What
here
is
now?
up, gamers?
one, I mean, they're kind of like the same thing. And two,
Hi, guy.
how the fuck did you get here, guy?
Oh, I can walk through walls.
Yeah.
I followed you guys' spirit essence.
Sick.
What?
I've got some new moves that I've been learning about recently. I've got like crazy people finding skills. This is sick. It really helps
Whoa.
if I've
Right.
like talked to them for more than like 45 minutes at a time. And as
Have
much
you?
eye
To
contact.
anyone except for us?
Eye contact is also huge. Like if I've looked someone in the eyes for like a really long period of time, I have an easier time tracking them down. And like again,
Right.
you three
Well, like we did
are
that in the hot tub.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn that you three are like the only people I've maybe talked to in like a minute. This is a sad house. Where are we? Zeke? Is that a little bundle of joy on the wall you?
Yeah, that was me. I think at 4 or 5.
Dude, that's just great. Look at you now.
Guy, I don't know
and
if
you
you're
looked
the.
side by side to the picture, and I'm wearing the exact same,
Same
outfit,
fit.
just upscaled.
Same fit, yeah, for real. Yeah.
I'm wearing the exact same fit as Zeke's dad.
Yeah.
So Valerie, I was doing a little bit more reading. This ghoul blight that you've got in your blood, it will only really matter if you come across your sire / a similarly powerful vampire. So once they reach totality, they're going to be able to like order you to do shit probably if it continues. And also it's going to make your blood a lot easier to digest by a vampire with like kind of vegetable based appetites. There's a sick new book
Oh.
I've been reading called Bunnicula, which is actually like relatively applicable to the current situation.
I have to. I don't know if you're the person to ask necessarily, but you kind of are
Seems
the
you are.
only other person to ask. Do I look like right now
Yeah,
the
you-
way that I'm dressed? Do I look arrested?
Arrestable?
Yeah.
I feel like I could really get a good grip on that turtleneck. Yeah. Really just
Hmm.
pick you up by the scruff.
Do you think they're gonna recognize us?
As perverts? Yeah. as people that I'm just from what I was like listening to while I was like chilling beneath the floorboards, I'm presuming that you guys killed a transit cop. That's
Hey,
crazy.
we didn't kill a transit cop. Zeke killed a transit cop, and we love him for it.
Bro, up top, dude. Holy shit. Give me some skin.
I high five him as I yelled.
A hand goes right through his hand. Oh my god, dude. Every time. You phase right
my
through him.
hand continues going forward and slaps him on the back.
Sweet. Wow, you're learning, bro. So yeah, you guys were going to see a slug. From last I heard from Dermot, who is, by the way, a lot. I hate it when a guy has an annoying voice, right?
Yeah.
So what's the plan? We're doing. I can't really do an outfit change. I've learned that when I change out of these clothes, when I wake up the next morning, I'm wearing them again.
Can you not just like become invisible?
Isn't that the way all clothes work?
Well, you would have to put them back on.
You also weren't at the scene of the crime, so I
Me?
don't think it matters.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
Since you can walk
oh,
through
I'm
walls,
sorry.
could you steal the CCTV footage? That
Yeah, this is the new meta. Is we just get Guy to do everything. You just walk through that wall.
we I feel like I caused a lot of trouble, and it would be nicer if this thing could just go away, and I didn't have to deal with my problems.
I mean, it's not gonna be on like a computer, right, Zeke?
I think Zeke should have to roll manipulate someone for that.
Yeah, roll it. See if Guy is willing to go to a fucking to a SkyTrain station just to whatever. Yeah, hit me with that. Manipulate someone. To your green friend, Guy. Go. sorry, to your green friend Guy Go. I gotta really speak to the back.
Right.
It's a
You
6
haven't
plus
been.
1, 7 total. Mixed success.
Oh God.
I mean, you are our manager, and it would be nice if we didn't get
oh.
arrested while we're investigating this case.
Okay. Yeah, but Zeke, you're gonna have to do something for me.
I'm working for you.
Yeah, but you have something that I want, Zeke. I was downstairs in your living room. Bro's got a copy of Elite Beat Agent. Can I borrow that? And also the handheld video game device that it appears to be installed upon. Your
I
PSP.
swear to God, Guy Go, if you break that shit.
Bro, I'm such a fucking conscientious gamer. I gave back your PS2. Okay, I've already taken
It's in condition.
I've already taken the PSP. Let's full disclosure. I've already taken the PSP, and I'm gonna go to the subway station. But I have your PSP now.
We just say a quick cutaway to Guy Go's blog, theconscientiousgamer.com.
In my opinion, Borderlands 1 is the single most unfunny video game that has ever been fucking released.
Go back.
Yeah, I think Borderlands 1 has come out at this time period. 2009, probably.
You know,
not.
Stu, when I look at you in my dad's outfit, for some incomprehensible reason, the only word I can think of is brat.
Bro, Borderlands literally came out in 2009. He probably wouldn't be calling it Borderlands 1 though. But
Right. It's like how they did World War One.
Yeah, but
while it was happening.
It did come out approximately.
He calls it the Great Borderlands.
Like I think like 7 to 12 days ago. So guys actually on the cutting fucking edge of video game.
That's like
journalism.
where he's been for the last 3 episodes. Just playing and reviewing. He got a review copy.
Wow. He really liked it, but he's just doing it for like rage bait. He's way ahead of his curve. So yeah, he's drifted off through the wild. He's gonna go check in on this cop situation for you guys. Zeke, what are you wearing to disguise your identity, if anything?
Have I been wearing what we were wearing to Penta?
Last session, you said that you were still wearing the crop top and the vest.
okay.
Yes.
I'll change into my normal outfit.
Okay, just give me.
Didn't we go to that party like since then?
Oh, I
like
was wearing the crop top at the party.
Greenwood-
I remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I think you went home afterwards too, Zeke.
Yeah,
There he is.
He's feeling confident in his rad new fit.
Hell yeah.
And now you're back in the old classic. Yes, you guys are in Zeke's very cluttered, very dusty house. It's like the Home Alone house if it kept happening. Is kind of like the vibe that we were like if Macaulay Culkin's parents just never came back.
Yeah.
Where to now? Unless you guys want to just like rest up for the day. Like we can
Nice
Sorry,
dip to
guys, my
black
power
hair.
God, the like slow fade made me question like everything in my OBS setup. I was like, what? How did I cause this?
Yeah, I have my custom 10,000 millisecond fade preset button on OBS.
We have so I promise I do have things prepped for today's session. I'm not just letting you guys like decide everything. But do you want to have is the party wanting to rest for a little bit, or are you going to try to move on this quarantine situation as fast as possible? You don't have like a very clear idea of the timeline of the apartment. There's a couple of different ways we could like do this. Like you can, if you want to like go scout it out, you could try and ask Guy for contacts that he has, or Valerie knows people in the city to get more information about this overall situation. I just want you guys to. I'm gonna maybe go take a wee and have some water, and then you guys can decide amongst yourselves how you maybe want to progress without the weight of ones of viewers kind of hanging on your every single word.
Thank you.
So I'm just gonna It's the best thing Alex has ever made. I'm gonna mute everything on stream side. And we'll be back in a couple minutes. Well, yeah, that we didn't quite catch that one, but that's yeah. Yeah, if you guys subscribe to our Patreon, you're gonna hear the behind the scenes clip of Henry getting absolutely fucking owned.
Hang on a moment.
What's up?
Right. In a way, I really do think that our characters are sort of literally the reincarnations of our previous game characters, in that we're the ones playing them.
As we go
Yeah, that's true.
on, We remember. Sorry, it's either that I get this close to the microphone, and then we're doing Ghosts Town Nights.
That's pretty cool. We should do that the entire stream.
I think so too, Reese.
That would be a really wonderful idea.
I gotta
All
say,
right,
Reese.
sick.
Guys, we're getting back. Guys, guys, I got aggro. I couldn't think of a single fucking MOBA piece of terminology at all. That was so hard. I was like, my brain was running through fucking cabinet after cabinet of file, trying to pull up any verbal information
All
on
just
fucking
Simpsons
MOBAs.
images.
It was all. It was only pictures of Lenny.
I'm jungling the cart right now.
Okay. That's funny. Jungling the cart. Me when I'm hitting blinkers on Dr. Mundo. Baron is what I meant to say.
Oh yeah, it's Reese. What I was going to say is that your room looks pretty much exactly the same as it always does.
Yeah, there's always a lot of shocking
I feel like you've been in like
similarities.
at least 3 to 4 different houses over the course of this show, and your
Yep.
background somehow hasn't changed.
No, the last
I don't
one.
know if that's true.
The last
The
one
bed
was
was
very.
wine
The last
for
one was
what?
very different. Wine was like a fun side bit. There's so much.
That
fucking
was like a
wine.
funny room.
That
for you
wasn't
to
the
be
last
in.
one. There must have
No,
been
that, no. Between that was garage, where there was occasionally a cat in the background.
Like I do think that it's just a good look to be broadcasting like from your wine cellar.
Yeah. Yeah. I got all
That's
these
why we do
wines
it.
back here, but I'm proud because I actually have all these books as well. Remember that ad?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What has the party decided upon as their next action post outfit change?
We're gonna sleep until early evening,
Yeah.
aka
Oh, yeah.
6 p.m., and rest up our wounds.
We're just
Okay.
gonna give up for this day.
And then
It's
we're gonna
a
try to
loss. We'll just
do a nighttime
There's still tons of time.
beanie so that we have the cover of darkness.
Okay, and this is also conveniently going to give Guy a lot of time to go off and do some stuff. Okay, Zeke makes you up some beds. If there's one thing that Zeke's house definitely has enough of, it's like blankets and pillows. You partially deconstruct a bit of the fort that was in the games room, so that that the couches are a bit more hospitable for human sleep. Zeke, everybody's
There's
snug.
2 couches, and they both have beds inside of them.
Damn, but they pull out so you're toe to toe.
Wow.
We can move them around.
I don't know. Maybe Valens do love sleeping toe to toe. You guys rock up to go to bed. Zeke makes you all hot milk.
Hot cocoa
Oh,
with whipped cream,
Oh,
shredded arrow bar, and
shredded coconut for Stu because he's on that diet.
and
I'm
caramel
on an
drizzle.
all coconut diet.
It's beautiful. 3 hours into you guys' nap, you guys are. Can all of you roll? Can all of you just roll 2d6, please?
ooh, I got a 10.
Oops. I got a 7.
I got a 5.
Are we adding a stat to that, or is this just a straight
I'm
roll?
adding a stat to this.
Okay.
Zeke, you are awoken by like a kind of static cling feeling on the tip of your nose, causing all of your all eyebrow hairs to kind of stand on end. And you open your peepers to see the shockingly close face of Guy Go, kind of standing parallel to you.
And I swat at him.
Goes right through, of course.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
So like you're laying,
Connects with his ass,
you're
though.
laying like this, and
Goes
he's,
right
he's
through all the way
standing
over.
like this, his head like looking down at your face from the ceiling.
Hey, house meeting, man. We we gotta talk with the roommates, okay?
Okay. I'm dazed and confused.
Are we not all in the same room?
No, I don't think Zeke.
No, I'm
I
sleeping
d-
in my own
I
room.
don't. Yeah. That's funny. Stu, you and Valerie are awoken by Zeke and Guy coming into the living room. And Guy's
Sleeping toe to toe.
sleeping toe to toe, gripped, so you don't drift away in the night like otters. Guy comes in with a kind of like a like one of the, like those cubes of cans of beer. Like it's a bit bigger than just like your regular kind of, he's got a lot of beer that he's kind of bringing into the room. It's all Pabst. He's like, well, guys, good news, bad news, then some good news again.
I see the bad news is you brought Pabst.
The good news is I don't have to share all my beer with Zeke. The bad
I don't
news.
even drink
I
beer.
think
It's just a
Stu
joke
Parker-
online.
Stu Poker is
Stu
a.
Is that guy go laughing?
Yeah. You just woke up. You have to sleep, idiot. I've never actually I've never slept. What's it like? Tosses you a beer.
Stu Parker is a fan of PBR. I was gonna say.
Yeah, look at him. So Zeke, you have achieved first blood on this mission, and that transit cop died due to the concussion that he received in the back of the head. So no one knows you guys were there.
Oh my god.
Zeke falls to his knees.
Well, that is in a way great news.
Yeah.
Wait, what the
Did-
cameras?
Did Green Sand Tomatoes like this guy, or did he just know him?
Who is that?
He was his uncle.
who is green? Sorry, you know someone named Green Sand Tomatoes? That's fucked up.
Yeah, they live in my building.
They got real creative with naming right after you died.
Well, as I've told you,
Before Dent and
I never died. I was never a man to begin with. I've always been like this. Get with
Right.
the times.
Well, you're amnesiac, right? So you don't really know that for sure.
Fuck. God. First, you guys call me Slimer. No, that was like 4 days ago,
I
man.
think that one's in your head, Ben.
Shut up.
Yeah, none of us called you Slimer. That would be really fucked up.
The CCTV footage, all three of your faces are visible.
Oh, but he is
so did
dead.
you delete it?
I deleted the copy that was there, man. I
All
don't,
right, that's pretty good. It's a
yeah.
closed circuit television, so that's the only copy that was
Let's
there.
hope.
Yeah.
You've been the one calling it CCTV. I just saw a computer and I
True.
I'm pretty much a big magnet when I want to be, so I just kind of stood inside the computer.
Deleted the shortcut off of the desktop.
Yeah, no, I deleted the everything off of the everything.
Right.
Don't go to that transit station anymore. You're gonna have a hard time paying to get on.
That sounds great, actually.
Valerie, I went to your. It's so far from where you live, dog. Valerie, I went to your apartment. Outside,
Oh.
there's still like quite a few super secret police officers there.
Oh boy.
So that's like just a hurdle we're gonna have to get to. But the liquor
Yeah.
store nearby is still open.
Is that relevant?
Oh, yeah.
Or
It's relevant to the fucking beers that I have. What's you guys' plan? You appear to have been sleeping. Did I interrupt that?
Yeah, it is probably okay. I guess our plan it's now changed because I guess now first we got to start off drinking some of these beers.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Thank you.
yeah, I mean, might as well. I light up another.
It
joint
also
out of
like
my jacket pocket.
reeks of pot in your fucking living room now. See, Stu did not open a window. This is turning into a fucking party. So yeah, you're gonna try to like attack the block.
Sneak into
That sounds awesome.
the
I always like to get
basement of the
really fucked up
building.
before I try to infiltrate an apartment building.
Quietly under the cover of night.
Yeah,
The 3 p.m. night.
And
Or
I
when
guess
did
we'll
we wake
also-
up? It's been 3 hours.
It's
I
3
think-
p.m.
I guess I
think
also need
Stu's-
to now avoid my Arthur Waltinke who lives in the building.
Like, wait, you live with the shortstop to the choke point pulp blowers? Holy shit!
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's a legend. He's
huh.
got the
Pulp
quickest.
blower?
He's got the quickest leg in the season. Well, yeah, because the two famous exports of choke point are pulp and glass. Idiot. It's like you've not even read the fucking memos that I send to you every week about how our baseball team's doing.
We've
Right.
only been working for like 2 weeks together, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Hey guy, if you're interested, I think Arthur gave me a ticket to see one of their games that I have not used.
No, I usually just drift in through the wall, and it's and like no one notices that there's too many people in the stands.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, it's an underwatched sport.
I think at some point I'm just realizing I did start visualizing Guy as having like a genie's tail instead of actual legs.
I think as soon as you said Slimer, I started thinking.
No.
Like no legs.
I like. Yeah.
No,
Well,
it's just like an
he
upper
probably
torso.
he definitely spends a lot of time like standing just in a
On
table
Bungo
or like
Gurwitch.
in.
Yeah.
He spends a lot of time standing on business. I can wake you guys up in like 3 hours if you want, because you're all still looking real fucking rough, and I think 3 more hours would definitely remove that one additional hit point that you might need for those.
Yeah, wait. So how many hit points are we taking off? Let's get down to
You
brass
take off
tacks.
1 so far.
Okay.
Okay, sweet.
But yeah, I think I need to avoid Mr. Waltinky because I think he's a more
He's a
advanced vampire. Yeah, and I guess apparently will be able to mind control me. Maybe.
That's what I presume based on like
He's your sire?
I read a little bit from the
What?
we don't understand. I would not hear these words against Arthur Waltinky, who has brought thousands of dollars in taxpayer money to the city of Choke Point through tourism alone.
Guy, I think you're a little emotionally invested.
I don't want him to be a vampire, man. He's like the one fucking hope we have for the fucking season end.
What about Valerie?
I don't
What?
think she can
don't-
play on the baseball team.
I don't.
That's
play
not what
I
I
don't
meant.
think there's any. There's no rule that says a vamp can't play.
True. Air
Right.
vampire. Like a base vampire.
Twilight.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
Has Twilight come out yet?
no.
Surely. it
Oh
has,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Really?
Twilight has very much unfortunately
Oh
come out.
right, yeah. But it's like really like prevalent and like topical right now, right?
Yeah.
I think Stu saw it in theaters multiple times.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, New Moon came out like again a month ago. Also, New Moon came out the same day as Twilight or as Borderlands 1.
Oh. Wow,
Oh,
busy
no,
week for
no,
media.
No, sorry, 1 month's difference. One was November,
Oh.
one was October.
Oh, New Moon hasn't released yet. It's,
Yeah,
it's
New Moon
releasing
comes
at
out
the end of
in-
the
I was
In, like,
swamped.
New Moon comes
on
out in like
account of Stu
15
blogs.
days.
everyone's ready to see
Holy
it.
shit, guys! I'm so excited to see Ashley Greene as Alice Cullen in Twilight New Moon. That's gonna be fucking sick. She was
Me
so good
too.
in movie.
Twilight 1.
You guys go
Yeah,
back.
back in the day, they called it the Great Twilight.
You guys go back to bed. Guy wakes you up 3 hours later. He's made BLTs. They're delicious.
One more harm has been healed.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Let's get down to numbers. That's
Let's
what
get
I
down
would
to
say.
brass numbers. Let's look on the front of some houses. Thanks, man. That was not funny.
I think that was pretty good.
It was quick.
I give it to you.
So you guys are gonna break into Valerie's apartment, either be whistleblowers or fire starters, depending on what you kind of feel like, and then just kind of
Or both.
let the whole situation sort itself out.
Yeah.
Valerie, do you
Yeah.
want like, if you want me to like, I'm gonna have an easier time getting in and out of the building. Do you want me to get some of your like shit out of your apartment just in case you can't tomorrow?
Yeah, like I'm thinking grappling hook, my lucky jacket.
Why would
Why-
any of those be in my
I
apartment?
don't think either. of those-
Your lucky jacket is like quite literally
Isn't it here?
in
It's
this
a-
house
yeah,
right
it's
on
here.
the railing.
Guys-
Oh yeah, sorry. I
guys
thought you were
wearing
talking
it.
about. I thought you were talking about things to take out of this house.
No, I don't think we're gonna burn this house down, Stu.
Well, the cops might come,
Here?
right?
You're still worried about that?
Yeah, you killed that guy this morning. How are you? Over
I don't know
it
what you're
so
talking
quickly?
about.
Yeah.
They don't like reset all the crime at the end of every day.
Yeah.
Like,
Also,
they,
it's only the secret police that forget things really quickly. The normal cops are actually really good at like getting their man. Just kidding. They haven't found me yet.
Right, because
Thank
probably
God it's
because you can
not
go
no-
through walls
not
and
the normal
stuff.
cops.
And
True.
hopefully they don't find us either.
It's the transit police.
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Find me, huh? Tap
It's
on,
not like I killed him.
tap on
He got a
this, huh?
concussion and then died.
It really is crazy how, like, throughout the series, like, when Guy was first introduced, I think I imagined him mostly as just a man, and now he is really closer to Slimer than man.
It's fucked up. He's a three-dimensional, beautiful human character with flaws and goals
And slime.
and slime. It's so much. Yeah, he leaves goo wherever he goes. Zeke, do your parents have a car?
I mean, we live next to the metro, right?
Yeah, but if they did have one, it would still be here. They wouldn't have taken it with them.
Yeah.
I thought they
Oh.
died.
Stu, we don't.
Taken with
Stu, we don't talk
them
yeah.
to the grave. Got him.
Zeke let you into his home.
What, does he not know?
You don't gotta make jokes about the guy's parents.
I wasn't joking.
Not talking, Stu.
I
No
don't-
one's talking to you.
I'm just saying, I thought they died.
I don't think they're dead. They're out there somewhere.
Okay, we don't need to get into it, but they're fine with us using their car.
Well, I mean, they haven't told me off for it yet.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah. Thankfully, as a ghost, I can charge car batteries at will, just in case it would have died in the intervening 11 years since it's been used.
I think you said 15,
15,
like earlier.
15 years or so since it's been used. Yeah. And I know a lot about your parents' situation, Zeke.
Is that another power that you only discovered now that you've gotten to know us more?
Well, I've just been going through a lot of I didn't really try before I met you guys. I was kind of in a bit of a rut. And I feel like I'm kind of more alive than I ever was beforehand now.
How did you get a job
Oh.
with?
I've always
ta-
had
like,
I've
township?
always had this job.
Oh.
It's
Huh.
And you've just ignored it until you found us?
I didn't really think a lot until I found you guys. I'm really starting to realize, which is worrisome. Valerie applied for the job and I was like a guy. Go. But there's super for sure evidence that I was doing shit beforehand. It's rough, buddy.
Interesting.
Is it
Hence all the beer.
in your memory though?
No, there's physical, photographic.
Oh, okay.
There's that house by the island. There's we were there. There's that weird door that gnome came out of. Remember that?
I feel like we can worry about your.
I think we can worry about it later. I got
Yeah.
I got some people that I asked about it. They're kind of plumbing the numbers, checking shit out.
How's
Hmm?
Valerie looking?
Update.
Vein wise.
Valerie pale, quite
Beautiful
pale.
as always.
There's a
Arm is a
real
little see-through.
kind of purplish, bruisey quality to the bags under her eyes. She's looking.
That's just what I normally look like.
Yeah.
I feel like we should deal with this today.
Yes,
maybe
yes.
Zeke walks up and presses on Valerie's arm and the indent in the skin leaves a mark both really quickly and it stays for a really long time.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a beer and then. Do you have a crowbar or something, Zeke? A whistle,
yeah. I
a
open up
whistle
the
too. We'll also need a whistle.
Why do we need a
giant
whistle?
metal,
Because
Do you have an elaborate plan where we pose as crossing guards?
no,
Crowbars.
Do
the
you not
fucking
remember the
slug.
plant-eating dogs?
Oh,
Fucking
right. Yeah,
slug
no,
said
the
we use,
whistle.
a whistle to get wet and blow it, and then the dogs will come.
Yeah. No, that's also good. That's a good idea too.
But Zeke, do you have a
I-
crowbar? I'm not joking. That would be helpful.
Yeah. I go in because were we in the garage or headed to the garage?
Headed
with
to the
car?
Headed to the garage.
Yeah. Open up a giant metal toolbox covered in dust, caked in dust.
Yeah. There's it's very well organized and there's a lot of hand tools for woodworking in here. Lots of power tools. There's a lathe in the corner.
My mom built this car with her bare hands.
It's like a Miata. Like it's like a name brand car.
I've just seen her do maintenance on it a couple times.
Yeah, when you were like 8.
When I was like 6.
Zeke has made a lot of inferences about the world.
Yeah.
Real quick, actually, Zeke, you don't, and your coworkers don't need to know this. Did Zeke go to high school?
Yeah.
Cool.
Zeke did everything like normal, pretty much.
Nice,
Wow.
nice.
I always
Cool.
imagined Zeke was like homeschooled on a boat.
No, that's
I think
a
he was
different guy.
homeschooled. I think Zeke was homeschooled until his parents disappeared.
He enrolled himself in elementary school.
Oh my god, it makes so much sense.
Or Andy did it. Andy probably did it.
True. Yeah.
How
There's
did I
like,
not like? Has this not come up, or did I just forget that Zeke's parents disappeared when he was like?
No, it's not
8?
come up.
it's not
I don't
really, it's
think.
not, it's not really come up too
Wait,
much.
if it was like 15 years ago, he would have been like a teenager, right?
How old is he?
We figured out precisely when Zeke's parents.
We had it all.
yeah,
We have it all written
we
down.
have it all written down somewhere.
But it
Well,
was
it's
like
good
a
to-
year
Good to know that
ago.
we have it somewhere. It's on file.
I said I think I imagined Zeke to be like early 30s, and they disappeared like
Right.
15.
I've made the mistake of like every time I take notes for this show, it's in like a different notebook, and I can never like find all of them at the same time.
Zeke is 33 in 2009, and they disappeared in 1988.
Damn. Old as hell.
1988. How old was I? So long ago.
You were born.
Yeah,
in,
why are you making us do so much
you,
math?
You were born in
don't
1976. You were
know.
born in 1976, and your parents disappeared in 1988.
So I was 12.
Yeah.
Right, which is like grade 6, grade 7.
Yep.
Yeah, elementary school, I guess. Yeah.
That's but you have to start. You have to start elementary school without parents in the fucking 7th grade. That sucks so
The
hard.
worst grade to start
Oh
at,
my
too.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
Just
poor
like a
fucking
new
guy
kid shows up almost at the end of elementary
wearing a little
school.
bow tie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who has to raise himself.
So yeah, I've also decided that the car is like a Mazda 3. It's wouldn't be Valerie's first choice, but it's it gets you there.
A Mazda 3?
Yeah.
Wait, didn't they leave in like 1988? Did they have Mazda 3s?
True.
The Mazda prototype.
A Mazda 323.
I imagined it as a Pontiac Firebird.
Sick. I think
She was a lawyer.
I do think the
Lime blue.
I think
Real cherry.
I do think the 1988 Mazda 323 hatchback turbo would be pretty. Actually, this is a very Valerie Cork. Valerie might steal your parents' car. This is
And what color?
that's up to Stuart. Nope, that's up to
Not-
Ezekiel.
I get to paint Zeke's car.
Oh,
I like to
wow,
think
this is a Valerie car.
Yeah. What
I
color
like
is your?
it's red.
Ooh. Yeah, the red. Oh, actually, that was a very common color for the 1988 Mazda 323 Turbo. Yeah, this is a sick car. License plate number BFG 123.
Nice.
Custom plate. Your parents really loved Roald Dahl. The keys are obviously in the ignition.
No, they were on the key ring. I probably.
True.
Right?
With another one of those house keys with like the matching with the custom color, but this one's
Yeah.
got like a
It's like a matching set.
a Guy Fieri flames on it to go with the car.
There's another one with just smiley faces on it.
Yeah, that was
Key.
yeah, pretty epic.
Nice. All right, got the keys.
Got the keys.
Where we going to?
My apartment.
Right. Do we need any other information? Is all we're taking in the dogs?
Potential things that you guys have access to. 2 guns, I think. Valerie has a gun, right? Somewhere.
Yeah, it might be my apartment. I
It's
don't
either in
know
your
if I-
it's either in your apartment or in your car. You have this other gun. You threw it into the lake. You got the gun that can kill ghosts. Does one of you have that right now?
It's in Guy's lockbox.
Just in guys safe.
You have
Do I
M&M's.
have
continuity
Eminem's
off.
cursed
You
amulet?
you tell me. Do you currently have the Ziploc baggie with M&M's cursed amulet still in it?
Probably. Didn't Dermot give it to me?
This
Yeah.
morning, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I probably still have it on me.
Okay.
It's been a long day.
It's a long day. It's the bag has got like a little bit of water in it now.
I'm gonna double bag it.
so sick. Yeah, it's gonna be worth a lot of money in a couple of years.
We should probably grab some like flashlights and yeah, I don't know.
Zeke's definitely got a lot
Oh,
of flashlights.
I've got something. I've got something that you can use, Valerie. And then I go upstairs and grab my dad's hunting rifle.
Oh, sick. Very okay. I will make one objection to that is that I could potentially be mind controlled. It seems by a vampire, so maybe.
Oh, right. Should we like? I'm thinking maybe we do like honor system.
How about one of
Like
you?
you just
How about-
don't do that.
Valerie, you have the gun. Zeke or Stu, you keep the bullets. And we
Okay,
can-
that's good.
but
And we can't use the
Yeah.
gun.
no,
in,
but
like, an
gauging on
emergency
how
situation.
Valerie asks for the bullets, we can kind of infer whether
Ah.
she's, like.
What is the what kind of
Okay, that
situation would we be in where we needed a gun but not quickly?
Guy needs to be dead and is far away.
You need to be dead?
Guy go?
So, that's gonna be.
I mean, yeah, if someone's close to me,
That's
I can
fine.
just sort of like
I mean,
whack him with the
I've
crowbar, right?
I've been once or twice when I was really young. I know how to use it. It's just I thought it would be
you've been
better on you.
Now I think
Hunting.
I
It's a
don't.
hunting rifle.
I believe I don't have my flute on me.
No.
I don't think I had it this morning. I have this policeman's gun which I got rid of.
Zeke, your dad probably has not like a concert flute, but he's probably got some weird like musical instrument in his study that you could let Stu use.
Yeah, like I think I could use like congas as a what do you call it? Foci?
Do you think you have like a recorder from like elementary school, Zeke?
Oh,
Like I think it would work. It would just be bad. Like I think it would be at a pretty harsh disadvantage.
yeah. I don't know. I think my dad was like the physical art type, like sculptures and.
I just
Like
figured he would have
drawing
like a
stuff.
weird like one of those like
He might have something
blinky little
really
thumb
weird.
pianos on his desk to
Yeah.
like calm
Oh,
down.
yeah.
There's always like the Instagram reels of someone playing that with a dog.
Yeah.
He definitely has one of those. So your options are the thumb piano or a plastic recorder. Well, I got this or this. I
Or
had to.
Or spoons. There's definitely a lot of spoons you could play.
Yeah.
Can I I want to open my third eye.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for that.
Okay.
I think Stu's also currently smoking again.
Again, this is the fourth
Um,
joint you've smoked today.
Yeah, I think Stu's maybe coping with the day that he's been having. 9.
Okay. How many,
Uh,
you can hold
wait.
3 then, I think, because this is just read a bad situation, right? Or
situation.
investigate a mystery.
I guess this is read a bad
Cool.
situation.
Yeah, ask me your questions, and I will say your third eye opened. I'll keep in mind any magical details that you would not otherwise be able to see.
I just want to like inspect. I'm pondering which one of these instruments would be more advantageous so hard that my third eye like opens, and I want to see if I get like a vibe reading off of either of them.
The hand piano is gonna be better at your like destructive magic. It's good at just like sending out like a very clear kind of
Ding, ding,
reverberating
ding, ding.
like frequency or whatever. However, if you're trying
Right,
to do
right.
any magic that pertains to Zeke, there's a lot of his DNA inside of this recorder from all the
Oh.
spit. So you're gonna have
Oh,
an
thank
advantage
God.
on casting spells on Zeke specifically. You
Right.
can take both.
Okay, yeah.
There's
Well,
also the
I'll take both.
spoons.
There's also sorry. There's also a bunch of spoons that you could tell were used at one point to eat magic soup.
Stu wishes he could play the spoons, but he doesn't know how. So yeah, I guess I'll take both of them. I guess that makes sense. Like the kalimba will work
Fucking
every time.
thank you, Jesus. Oh my god, I could not remember what
Oh
it's
yeah,
called.
the kalimba will it's like reliable, but like not. I can't necessarily do as much with it.
Yeah,
It's just good for like
less
your shortcuts.
Yeah, less experience with it, but it is good at specifically making.
Okay. Yeah.
That was "Oh my goodness, oh my damn, oh my goodness, I'm going ham." By the way, the first song that came to my head. Any other questions you want to ask me with your third eye blind? Sorry, not blind. You can save them if
I
you
also
want.
just get the normal holds, right? Like I could just ask.
Yep. What is being concealed in Zeke's house? Fucking, what's my best way out?
Right. Yeah, I
There's-
don't know if any
You can also save
these are
these until later.
all that relevant.
I guess. Just by saying that if you stay high, you're going to be able to keep your third eye open and keep these holds. And ask them
Yeah,
without rolling
yeah. I'll
again.
just take the hold.
Cool. You guys pile
I've been
into
airing out the house at this point.
yeah. All the ceiling
By the
fans
way.
are on.
Yeah.
All 5 ceiling fans are all circulating. Some of them face, some of them are wall fans technically, but One second. Just, you guys are piling into the 1988 Mazda 3.2. God, they just got the car that year and disappeared too. Isn't that sad?
Oh.
Nope. Whoops.
That's a dong turbo.
You guys are in
Wow.
the there's a Nissan Versa parked right in front of you guys. Fucking what a cool dashboard! Holy shit.
Yeah, man. Wow. God, I wish my
I
car
think you would
looked
be in the
like that.
garage, right?
It's now you've pulled out onto the road. It's now 6:25, and you're driving away. Guy has shotgun. Zeke and Stu are in the back seat. Valerie's driving. Classic. It's not quite dark outside. The light is fading in the sky pretty fucking quickly, though. It is not raining yet, but there's still that kind of socked in, mid to early November feeling that you're all so used to from living here in Choke Point, British Columbia. You drive down streets and ways until you get to the street that Valerie lives on that I do have written down somewhere. Valerie, do you remember what it is?
It was
Something diversion.
Alder Division.
Yeah. You are near Valerie's house. You see in the distance from where Valerie is, from where Valerie's house is, you see a thin plume of smoke trailing into the late afternoon, early evening sky. You are 2 to 3 blocks away. Thumbs up.
Is that smoke?
Appears to be.
All right. Yeah.
Zeke has
let
his
me.
head out of the window.
We should probably park here so that way.
that's funny. Window, yeah. God, you get out of the car. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yes.
As you're strolling
Stu?
towards Stu.
Yes. Sorry, I didn't know I needed to confirm.
Yeah,
Sorry.
So
Yeah. We're getting out of the car, Stu.
Valerie, do you just have this hunting
Oh,
rifle
yep,
out in the open? Do you have it like wrapped in like in a t-shirt?
Probably like wrapped in a t-shirt, like in a backpack.
Mm.
It's like it looks like I have
Wrap
like
it in one of the overcoats.
It
Looks
probably
like you
looks
have
like
a
I'm
hunting
carrying like a
rifle
bassoon
wrapped
with
in
me
a
or
t-shirt on
something.
your backpack.
Yeah, there's a big bit of t-shirt sticking out of your backpack. And yeah, it looks like you've got maybe a baguette or like it's obvious that there's something in your bag. It doesn't obviously look like a gun. But under inspection, someone might, grab it and feel the barrel or the stock, However, I don't know how illegal it is to carry around an unloaded rifle. I, Max Wilcox, do not know this.
I feel like it's also probably more suspicious I'm holding a crowbar.
Yes, that could also go in the backpack.
I think it will also go.
Cool,
back.
cool.
The hunting
Yeah.
rifle is registered, so
Under
Wow.
your name?
I guess it would be under my dad's name.
And do we have a name for your dad, Zeke?
Nope, we don't have a name for either of my
It'll
parents.
it'll come up when it comes up.
It'll come up.
Yeah. You guys trying to like nonchalantly walk down the street towards Valerie's apartment?
Yeah, we should probably try to like.
Avoid
Maybe
the
sneak-
secret police.
Yeah, we could sneak in by the trees, but like we still need to like probably cause a distraction or like try to sneak in when they're not looking
Yeah.
to like.
On what?
One
Just
of
to
the-
It
remind,
is-
there's like a parking lot behind the apartment building. There's an alleyway facing the parking lot. There's a tree-lined bit of park to the other side of it because there's a lot of fucking trees in Choke Point. And there's some small businesses nearby that the alleyway kind of makes up.
I mean, it is still only like 4 p.m.
No, it's I did say as you were leaving that it was like 6:30, so I'm gonna say you guys fucking just
Oh, right.
chillaxed for the next 3 hours.
Okay, so it is dark enough. Well, yeah, we can go.
So we can, like, who exactly are we avoiding? Is it like the cops or the secret
The
cops?
cops, the secret cops, anyone who looks like they could be enforcing quarantine, resident of my building, Arthur Waltinky.
Any animals
Um,
that may be part of the secret police but are just on their own. So if you see like a rat or something, just
Shoot
Oh
it.
my gosh. Okay, yeah, that too, I guess.
vampires, hairy men.
Yeah,
From what
Okay.
what Valerie
Okay.
was telling me.
So that's pretty much
Yeah.
everyone then.
and I guess white blackberries maybe, but
Okay, what do
I
you
don't-
think the odds are that we can take down 3 of the hazmat guys, take their suits, infiltrate them, like Hitman style?
We would have to lead them away from the overall gaggle of them that are out there, but I mean, not impossible.
What if I threw a cruller at their heads?
Effective,
Did
effective
it
before.
work? Did you keep the cruller?
No, I thought it would be like evidence on my person since we were next to a Tim Hortons.
You're approaching via Main Street. You see that the plume of smoke is not that big. Like it's not like the building is on fire, but you're still unsure to see where it is coming from past buildings.
interesting.
There is an alleyway, Luna, that Valerie has kind of like walked through a lot of times to get to her building, and there's not tons of visibility, but you can still see your building, and you are there now. Is this better or is
Ooh.
this better? This is better, I think. So this is looking at from the alleyway. If you are standing where that shopping cart is, you're facing the roughly facing where Valerie's building is, and you see that there is a pretty big group of people standing in this alleyway, all smoking cigarettes, kind of looking in, kind of like rubbernecking at the quarantine going on at your building, Valerie. Valerie, can you roll me? I guess fucking do you have a stat for do you have like an ability for knowing people? I can't remember if that's a thing that you took as a crooked. I can't remember what your abilities are, Valerie Thorne.
No, my kind of abilities are
Drive car.
driving car.
Comes in handy all the time.
I'm gonna say their backs are turned to you. You don't recognize these people. You see a lot of them are wearing aprons, and all of them are smoking cigarettes. And you're pretty sure this is where this concentration of smoke has been coming from. And Valerie, you know that the backs of one of these businesses is a pretty frequented restaurant.
Okay, do we can I just do like a Actually, I guess I have a hold still, right?
For read about situation.
Yeah. I feel like if I was personally in this situation, I would call it a bad situation.
Yep. If you're trying to conceal a gun in your bag, I would call that a bad situation to be read.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll just say, what's my best way in?
You can see that from like kind of over the heads of some of these people that are all kind of talking to each other in the alleyway, there is like a rough perimeter of people around the building, some like hazmated, some in just plain clothes, some in police uniforms. and you see that they are all looking outward and away from the building. Not a single one is looking towards the building, and this seems to be relatively consistent as they're moving around. They seem incredibly worried about anybody getting in, but don't seem to be watching to see if anybody is getting out. And therefore, you think that if you were high enough and just like got onto the roof somehow, I'm not gonna. I don't know how you would end up doing this, but
this is the wizard weed talking.
like
Yeah, how am I
you're
gonna
like
hit?
fuck if like I was like
Am I gonna
above
get
their
high enough
fucking
to do
heads, like they won't be able to fucking see me. Like you think if you like ended up behind them, getting into the building wouldn't be that hard. It's just getting past this boundary of people.
Right. Okay. You could say that about a lot of buildings.
Mm.
I think.
There's doors, there's windows, there's a roof access that Valerie tells you
Right.
about. Valery's gone up to the
Okay.
roof several times to throw shit at cars.
So sorry. How many people are just in terms of numbers? How many people are in this group
It's
of people?
like it almost looks like there are people picketing this building. Like there's kind of like a circumference of them that like are moving around it, and it's like never the ring is never broken. So there is maybe more than 60 people
Hmm.
Wow.
in the kind of quarantine circumference of this building.
Hmm.
And as for the gaggle of people in the alleyway, there's maybe 10 of them.
Okay.
Are you guys trying to conceal yourself from the other people in this alleyway?
I mean that
I want to
that
see sort
seems
of like
hard
what's
to
their
avoid.
their deal, because we could potentially use them as a distraction.
Like we use the people in the alleyway as a distraction for the other people.
Yes. No, for us.
They
Sorry.
they don't
Well,
seem to
yeah.
like call you over to them or like anything. Like if you're not like like maybe one of them sees you and just kind of keeps smoking. They're aware that you are there. They just seem to be very like kind of agog at like what is going on. It's a bit of a spectacle, right? You know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Is there any one spot that like once you're inside the general perimeter of people, you'll be able to get into the building.
You're
But
pursu-
is there like
if you get past them like without being detected, like
Right.
it doesn't look like they would clock you if you moved quickly enough. You don't think they would clock you like if you just went straight into the building. Like you don't know if the door doesn't have a big sign that says I'm unlocked on it that you can see from here.
Right. Okay, so I guess the options, as always, are create a distraction.
Mm.
I'm gonna say I'm a little wary of that tactic after what happened this morning. Sorry to keep harping on it.
That's fair. Yes.
Unfortunately, I think that's kind of the only play that we have. So I guess there is no good news. Basically, is what I'm saying.
Well, I know plenty of people who have died, and they still live colorful and beautiful lives. So, maybe this officer. It's possible this Officer Tomatoes is fine, and anybody that dies due to this distraction will also be fine. Just I want you guys to keep that in mind. The death is not the end.
Right. That's very helpful, but not to our situation.
Not very actionable right now. Yeah, it's fair.
No, yeah.
Valerie, I
Um,
can like sink through the floor and like just go into the building. I want you to remember that. So once again, do you want me to like make sure any of your stuff is not in your apartment?
Yeah, that might be good. I
I
have some
Okay.
cash.
Are you able to like
His eyebrows raise. What's up, dude?
can you like you can't like phase cash through walls, right?
No, I can put it on the roof though, and then like try to chuck it.
Right.
Roof is always the last part of the building to burn.
Okay.
Unless it's a
Um,
fire.
I don't know if
but-
that's
Fuck.
true,
You
but
seem really invested in the building burning.
Well, I'm reading the fucking room, man. I just don't.
yeah.
This is what I think is going to happen here, and I
Yeah.
feel like I've kind of dealt Valerie a bad hand.
And also, Valerie has a bad hand at the moment. So I'm
Nice.
just trying to look out for a buddy of mine. And I'm
Now-
just like, I want to stay away from the action here because I don't know if the secret police have access to any more of those guns that can potentially kill whatever I am.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, I know
yeah.
they definitely have access to guns that can kill us.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's neither here nor there.
I'm just saying, like, for you, it's not 100% chance, but like,
Mm. Mm.
anyways, I was just wondering, basically, do we think that there would be any downsides to just blowing the wet whistle, and just sort of letting the dogs in
Let
there
the dogs do their thing.
before we get in, and then we can kind of go in after them in the chaos that they'll create.
I think that's a
Interesting.
good idea.
I like
Like,
I
the
like
dogs
I'm just
are
worried about
pretty-
the dogs.
The dogs are like expendable, right? Like, they're not like they don't have.
Oh
hope
God,
so.
it's never a good plan when those words exit someone's mouth. I fear. Oh no, we might be the bad guys in this situation.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying the slug made it seem like the dogs were pretty expendable. So maybe they're just like,
I
I
mean,
didn't-
they come and go, right? That's what he said.
I didn't meet.
yeah, that's what dogs do.
I didn't meet the
and
slug.
like you said, death isn't the end.
Yeah, there are a
Oh,
lot of
boy.
ghost dogs. There's a shocking amount of ghost dogs in this sound, and it's so sad.
When he said
Uh.
they come and go, did he just mean like in the same way that any regular dog does?
Again, I wasn't there.
Yeah,
I
but he
can't
said
speak
when
to
he-
this.
From what I remember, he said when the dogs join the herd, they're like immortal until they leave his herd.
Leave.
and
This
then
is a
they-
Yeah.
fucking sick presupposition that I would like to, as a team, continue working under just for
Well,
my
I'm just
own,
gonna- I'm-
just for my own fucking mental well-being. And if it plays
just
out
saying,
different,
I'm
it
just
plays
saying.
out different.
I don't think that many people are gonna kill that many dogs. Like I think
Oh my!
it'll
fuck.
be mostly fine.
Oh boy.
Did they have to make it out, or can they just warp back home or whatever?
I think we'll find out if you guys blow this wet whistle.
Can
Now,
we just do it? And I
I
pull
mean, we're
out,
gonna
like,
have
my
to blow
water
the wet
bottle
whistle
with-
at some point, right? Like, what are we doing in here if
Well-
not to blow the wet
Well,
whistle?
yeah, but don't we need to get into like where the core of the
Yeah, but what I'm
the
saying is, wouldn't it be
blackberries are-
easier to get to the core of where the blackberries are if we also had an army of dogs on our side?
I'm worried
and
that
they
if
could
we
chew
un-
through any of the plants that are like on the way there. You know.
Yeah.
I'm worried that if we unleash an army of dogs right here, they're gonna go after the trees next to the building or like the peripheral bushes and not
Right.
the actual
Right,
main
right.
thing.
They're not
we need
like
to.
They just like
They
plants.
keep the
They
slug
just
did
like
say they
plants. I
should eat
think. I don't
whatever,
think
yeah.
they're. I don't
Okay,
think
that's
we
good to
can
know.
like target them.
yeah, hurting dogs is
What
like
if
hurting
we-
cats.
What if we just shot one of the?
One of the dogs?
What?
Sorry,
mean,
Max's eyes.
What's going on? What's going on?
If we
Zeke?
shot one of whose?
It would be a great
What if we just
distraction.
shot the hunting rifle into the air to distract anyone in the parking lot, or we could shoot someone in the parking lot.
distract them towards our current position, probably.
I mean, we could split up. It seems unsmart, but we. Could
I mean,
have,
Guy
like,
Go can
someone-
just fire it off of the roof, right? And then
We could have
float
someone
over on
like
the other side.
out here trying to like make a big ruckus to try to divert attention, and then some of us like sneak in, or we could. Yeah.
I mean, what could go wrong?
I guess
I
it
could
seems-
do it.
No, well, if anybody's gonna shoot a gun in the air, I do get that it like you just might lose
could
the
also-
gun, like because I'm
like-
just gonna leave.
and I don't want to
But you could
spoil
take the
anyone's
gun up,
gun
like, onto a
party, but I
rooftop,
I can
right?
also
Mhm.
like I could also do like a lightning
magic, maybe?
blast or a
that
That would be good.
that seems
you could do it, like,
smarter,
far
maybe.
away.
We do know that the like not on the secret police themselves. Okay, yes,
No.
I understand now.
yeah, just
We
as
could
a
do like a bat
distraction.
signal to get their attention.
Yeah.
You know, like a light in the sky,
like a lightning
big
blast.
fireworks show.
I can only do lightning blast.
That's the only spell you know.
Well, I mean, I guess I
What a
could do
shitty
You could do
sorcerer.
entropy wall.
theoretically, yeah. I could also do. Oh wait, yeah. I've never tried.
What if you?
I'm not very
What
good
if-
at lightning.
What if you lightninged like a telephone pole and made it like
Like on
you
fire.
know,
I
explode
could also
or
try a
spark up
lightning
or
missile,
something?
but I've literally never tried that before, and all I have is this kalimba and this
This recorder.
shitty flute.
You know what, Stu? I would genuinely like to see you do a lightning missile with the kalimba. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean it's a missile. It seems pretty like poignant and straightforward, just like a kalimba.
Oh wait, you guys listen to Lightning Missile? One of the guys.
Shut
that-
the fuck
one-
up, man. We're
yeah.
not talking to you.
Oh shit, man! I just thought you listened to my favorite band. I was just fuck, bro. Sorry,
I
Jesus Christ. He goes back.
I'm giving him the stink eye.
He goes back to talking to his coworkers, but now they're kind of like looking over their shoulders at you guys and talking amongst themselves a little bit. Sure.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry,
I do
I'm just cracking under the pressure.
I do like the idea of like setting like a telephone pole on fire near the.
But
apartment.
like, I feel like that's the kind of thing that maybe wouldn't like encourage like a large crowd of people to all immediately run towards.
What about a car instead?
Behind us, we could do something behind us, and that way, if people only have one exit out of this alley, it's towards the building.
Why would we want that? Why the fuck would we want that?
Are you saying you don't want like 10 something smokers rushing towards the police?
It's a good distraction.
Police, but I mean also towards the building that we're trying to get to. I mean, I guess it could be.
We could just hide in the crowd and just kind of like sneak off.
But I don't
hopefully.
think they're going to be going towards the building. Like,
Maybe not.
Okay.
This is taxing.
Shit.
I
Okay.
feel
What
like
if
we called
what
the
if we
cops.
what
we
if
should have. We
on the
should have.
secret
Man, we
police.
really should have planned this in like the 3 hours we were just having beers at Zeke's house.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
we're
Oh,
we're,
I
God,
didn't want to have
It's gonna be
beers.
easier.
I was just...
we're bad at this, man. You were just you were socially drunk, you know, like just a contact. Wait, Valerie, you
I was
drunk?
just-
Wait, Valerie, you drove here.
Yeah. Hey, I wasn't gonna say anything.
Hang on a
Good
minute.
thing she's so good at driving.
Yeah.
I only had 2 beers.
Yeah, we
I'm
call
sure
that myth busting here in Choke.
She's
I'm
so good
sure
at
it's
driving
fine.
that
Two
her drunk driving is
kingpins.
about as good as a normal person's sober driving.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Zeke
crazy.
only drank Shirley Temples.
I think Stu just smoked a lot of weed and had maybe a couple beers.
I do think it would be fun if we just tried to blow something up with a lightning missile and cause
Yeah,
some
okay,
damage
and I
that
guess
way.
we'll
That's
see
my-
what
that's
happens,
my
and then we
two
can. I
cents.
like that. We can play it by ear. We can improvise.
Yeah.
Is there like a generator box for Valerie's building?
Yep.
Like
I will.
near the...
Yeah, big transformer.
I will say with the kalimba, if you're looking for lightning missiles specifically, I feel like it's gonna be hard to aim at something specific with this. I feel like I'm just spitballing here, but like
Yeah, you're in uncharted fucking waters here, here, Stu.
I've never tried to do this, but the option for combat magic has lightning or entropy as one thing, and I think you're supposed to
Choose one.
choose one. But I think
like
I've
it,
I've inconsistently been able to do both of them at
Um,
different times.
No,
I
it
think.
works for me. It works for me. Mr. Monsoon is an inconsistent patron, I think.
I feel like it's either would work.
Well, there's this
I-
big
I- just a
transformer
new-
box out the
I think
front of the
just
parking lot.
to canonize it.
Mm.
I think when I use entropy on something, it like decays in a way as if it were like a 1,000-year time lapse of like a rock being eroded
Fuck yeah,
by water.
with cool music playing over top of it. I kind of pictured it as you,
You
went
see
up to
clouds
someone's.
go by really quickly.
You went up to someone's. Yeah, the lighting changes a lot. You went up to someone's build in Gmod and right-clicked and said break. Just all the composite parts just immediately just kind of disconnect from each other. So yeah, are you just doing this from the alleyway, Stu? Behind.
think if I
he's gonna
go
I feel like
over these
we should-
people's heads.
I feel
Does
like we should
anybody?
get into position.
Yeah. Okay.
If we can be unsuspiciously near one of the entrances when they all like whip their heads for a couple of seconds,
Yeah.
Okay.
or like as close as we can be,
Are you gonna try
creep
to
along
be
the walls of the building.
Valerie's building?
Yeah.
How are you gonna get past the
Or-
circumference of people that are
Oh,
constantly
right.
circling it? The
Okay.
the
I'm
main
going to.
obstacle in this encounter.
Like, we currently have our backs to buildings, right?
Yeah, you're in an alleyway facing Valerie's building.
If I face roughly the other way,
Yeah.
like away from Valerie's building, I would say that probably the lightning missile will be directed away from the building, if that's what we're trying to get people to go
That's a fair
towards.
assumption. Yep, it's gonna fire either down the alleyway, into the wall, or straight up in the air. You don't really
Or straight into someone's house,
yeah,
I guess.
right. Yeah, it's mainly like
Businesses?
apartment buildings, light residential, and light business kind of
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fine. I can.
You'll
Thanks for
destroy
bringing
someone's
Santa
livelihood
tomatoes.
and their home.
Does anyone have anything else that they need to like do or prepare before we do this,
do
or
you
do you want
guys
me to just go
me
for
to
it?
get on the roof with the gun? Is that still some? Would that be?
No, I don't think we're doing that anymore.
Okay, cool. I've been elsewhere. Sorry.
I think we've established that the roof is on fire.
I guess. Wait, guys, should we give you like the whistle and like? Do you need like
I
a
can't.
water
Oh
bottle
no,
to
I
wet
can't.
it?
I
I
don't-
can't produce breath.
Oh yeah, you're incorpore.
No, I'm corporeal
Fuck.
when I want to. I just
Oh,
don't have lungs.
Oh,
in here.
okay. Oh. Okay, well, because I don't have to pronounce a word.
What if
I
you
don't
made,
know how to
like,
say?
I thought you played
Your
the
torso
saxophone.
cavity corporeal, and then you like squeezed on yourself like a balloon.
Ugh. I guess. Oh.
That sounds horrifying.
Why don't you use the muscles that you have for that? Like,
Yeah,
I feel like I have
I'll
to
be
work
Because you
harder
can
to.
phase through walls.
I think I'll just like I'd just rather blow the whistle myself and like have to break into
Yeah.
apartment.
I feel like
and
it's
see
gonna
Guy
dry
try to do
out
that.
if Guy takes it.
Yeah. Well, no, I have two modes,
No
which is
offense.
very dry and very gooey and very wet. Very.
Yeah, but that presents other problems.
Yeah. I might drop the whistle.
Zeke is currently keeping the whistle in a water bottle.
That's cool.
Right. Okay.
Dude, whoa. I'm getting a business idea here. A water
Uh-huh.
bottle that's got like a little metal thing in it that you shake around for no fucking
Okay, I'm gonna
reason.
cast entropy missile. Sorry, lightning missile.
And you're trying to fire. you're not aiming at anything in particular. You're just like pointing your
Just away from the building. Yeah,
holding
like
your
holding
gun
it out in
as
front
far
of me.
away from you as possible. Now, have you? Okay, and this is just
Wait,
I guess
hold
a,
on. Give me 1
this would
second.
be I guess a kick some ass roll or a use
Okay.
magic roll. I guess it doesn't matter either way. It's with weird. We'll see. Yay!
Oh my god.
Okay, and then that's a 13.
Oh my god.
Wow.
What does Stu want to happen when he's casting this spell?
I
Make
think
it
I'm imagining it
rain.
like going somewhat far down the alley, exploding loudly, maybe setting something on fire would be cool.
Yeah.
Making a big big thing of lightning.
Can you read me out what the different options are, not just the one that you have, but what the different options are for the use magic attack on your spellslinger sheet, please? Because I can't find it right now.
Like all of, or just like the lightning missile is one harm magic.
I don't
far
just
obvious
literally
loud.
what the flavor is for all of them. Like you've got lightning missile. What else you got? There's
Oh,
wall.
I have the ability to do blast, missile, or wall. Ball is also one of them, but I've never done it,
Yeah.
and I don't know that I can do it.
Yeah,
And then so it's lightning or entropy, which adds +1 harm
Again.
messy.
Again, I don't need to know the tags. I just need to know what all of the options are, other than the ones that you do have.
Okay, then it's just ball. It's ball, and then I guess fire, force or wind, frost or ice,
Mm.
earth or necromantic.
Mhm.
Although I feel like. Well, I mean, I guess it's up to you.
Well, because you're not using a flute right now, you're using the humble man. I don't know if my audio track is literally going to be audible on Audacity. This is funny. I've not opened it for a while. So yeah, you plunk out just like a kind of a basic little like tune that you know for sure has like done magical effects before for you on your flute. And like for all the Elden Ring heads, like Azure's Comet pretty much just kind of like just like this big old like kind of ball of light and kind of crackly energy just fires down this fucking this alleyway just kind of down its length. You see that it kind of slopes upward in a hill in the distance, and it kind of stays the same distance from the ground before just out of sight of where it dips over this curve in the alleyway. You guys just see this like just kind of big kind of smoky cloud start rising up into the air a little bit, like slight mushroom cloudy vibes to it. And there is a cold and frosty wind in the air that has kind of filled the world around you with a chill blue light.
Yeah.
And Stu, you're a little taken aback, and the marimba fucking just explodes in your hands when you do that. By the way,
just like a firecracker.
Yeah, like your hands are kind of covered in a little like kind of dusting of frost now, like you got really soaking wet and then stepped into a freezer.
Right. Oh yeah. So just to clarify, we healed 2 harm from our rest, right?
The beers, I think, put you over the edge to heal the 2 harm. Yes, over the 1.
Okay.
Remember that for real life. If you ever get into like a concussion or whatever, just drink a beer.
All right. That sounds right.
A very loud noise, big rush of air comes like down this alleyway towards you. You hear simultaneously a bunch of restaurant employees yell "fuck" as their cigarettes are both extinguished and blown out of their hands. And yeah, you hear a bunch of car alarms going off in the distance where this happened. And you see that all the secret police people immediately turn their heads and look directly down the alleyway. If you don't want to be seen by them, roll me act under pressure, please. Guy go just sinks down into the
Holy
floor.
shit.
Okay. I got a 13.
I got an 11.
I also got an 11. I think it's the highest I've ever rolled for act under pressure.
Wow.
All of you, as you prepared and planned in the car ride on the way here, grab onto the rope that is connected to the grappling hook attached to the roof of this building in this alleyway,
Nice.
and scurry your way up. And you're so the smoke that rushes down from the big explosion obscures you completely, and you pull the rope up, and now you're on the roof of this building.
Wow.
God, we're done.
Amazing.
We're doing so
So
fucking
a
awesome.
guy goes up there already, and he cracks open another beer. Fucking outstanding.
You know what?
guys. The
And
ice
all the cops turn their heads to see who cracked open a cold one.
the ice blast chilled my beer. Stu, that was fucking insane.
Yeah, that was sick as fuck.
Half of
You
the
broke my dad's kalimba.
Am I like uninjured from this?
yes.
Okay.
You're feeling cold, and you do feel kind of an upset feeling in your stomach a little bit, maybe from drinking the beer too quick, and you feel your pager go off in your pocket. It goes and it's never done that before. Half of the secret police that are circling the building, you presume them to be secret police by the way they all kind of move in unison with each other. 2 people in their kind of different like little kill teams of 2 people and an animal just kind of converge on this alleyway and are just kind of flooding down it towards the weird like ice blast that appeared in the distance.
So do we have like a clear shot across to the building at this point?
The building is maybe 2 stories taller than the one you are on right now, but yeah, you can see directly across from you the Valerie's apartment building.
Oh yeah, but like could we get over to there at this point without being spotted, or are there still more people who could see us?
There are fewer people, and there's bigger gaps in the perimeter now, and they do seem to be like kind of occupied by talking amongst themselves. So
Okay, I think we should just go for it now then.
yeah,
Yeah.
you could maybe try to get to the other side of the building. I'm not going to give you penalties for getting down from the roof that I put you on. Don't worry, like you can get down like fast enough. So yeah, you could like try to get around the circumference and see if there are if fewer people over there. You're not sure what the other side of the building looks like right now, but there's definitely way
What
less
if we
people.
grappling hook? What if we grappling hooked like we did up here onto Valerie's building?
Now you don't have like a grappling
Onto-
hook gun.
Onto like it's
Oh, we just had it prepped.
Yeah, and I
looks-
also for
Okay.
sure don't know if you have quite enough rope.
yeah, I don't. It looks pretty tall,
Yeah,
man.
it's like it's 2 stories higher, and there's like most of like a street and a parking
What
lot
are
in
our-
between.
what
you
are our
and the
I say we
building.
go for it.
Yeah, like I think we should run over there, but like what is our point of entry after? Like is there like what is it just like first floor windows into people's apartments?
There are first floor windows into people's apartments. One that you know to be broken from last night is the apartment of Arthur Waltinky, though maybe not the safest place that you could be right now in the building.
No.
Right.
There's also just
and the
front, like,
building
there's also just like the front door and like the fire exits that Valerie has like keys to and shit like
Keys
that.
for it. Yeah, I have my keys on. I feel like we should probably take a fire exit door, like one of the.
right.
the
It's
smaller
under
doors.
it's under quarantine, right? But it's not evacuated. Like everyone is in
Everybody's
there.
still inside.
Everyone's
the
very
garage,
much
yeah.
in there.
People were not allowed to leave as it was under quarantine.
Right.
I feel like we should go by the side of the trees, so that way if.
Okay,
These
I'm gonna
people
follow
getting in, we
Valerie in
can
this
hide.
situation.
You scale down the the fire escape on the other side into the other alleyway by this building, and you're on the street level, and you're running through the now. There's like now. Stu, you made the ice blast has condensated some of the moisture in the air, so it's now a significantly more foggy evening than it was beforehand. What a cool
Wow.
ice blast you just did on that!
And we backed
totally.
into it.
Your third eye was open. That kalimba was magical. You're now realizing. You figured it was just kind of like a haze from all the weed, but something something mysterious. You run around. You see that most of the secret police are just kind of gabbing in the parking lot. There's maybe like one or two posted out along the other side of the building, and you presume it to be one of the kind of teams. There's a older man dressed in your classic police uniform, an older woman dressed in your classic police uniform, and you see that just kind of like sitting in the middle of the road is a small goldfinch. They're all kind of staring away from the building, but it would not be terribly hard to circumvent them right now. It would be easier if you took actions to distract them or subdue them, but this is who you have to deal with on this side of the building. The easiest way to get to the fire door that Valerie knows of. You're on like a bit more of a wooded side, but I don't have the wooded back half of an apartment building just kind of up and ready. Sorry.
How many? Wait, so how many? And these were secret police or regular police? To our knowledge?
I'm gonna say based on your previous experience, you infer them to be secret police just based that there's two of them and an animal.
Okay. So it's just two in the Finch.
Yeah, and they're kind of just like, you guys are by a fucking dumpster, and they're between you and the fire door. So you could try to just cut a wide berth around them, but if you roll catastrophically low, they would definitely notice you.
I think if there's only one of them, maybe we could subdue them.
There's two and the bird. We could also try to.
Yeah.
Throw a
If we
rock.
want to do
get one of
another
them away.
distraction, we could maybe set off the gun here.
Do we need another distraction?
Probably not. I think it might just be smart if we just tried to run around them.
I would just
Right.
require a secondary act under pressure from you all to
Of course.
to dash around and not be seen.
That's a 10. I'm rolling so well today.
Did
That's
you say
also a
this
10 for
qualifies
me.
as charging into immediate danger
Yes.
without hedging my bets?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. This is an act under pressure?
Yes, it is. You're under a lot of stress right now, Zeke.
I am. Now,
Now, what did you get?
so I have hold 2 on my ability. What could go wrong?
Yes. Oh wait, Valerie, do I have any? How much? What hold do I have on you under act under pressure?
Oh gosh.
You have like minus 13 or something.
No, it was like.
Oh, because we used
anyway,
a lot.
It was like probably about minus 13 or something. But last time I had rolled a 13 and you made that into a failure, so I would be like, you probably have like minus 7 or something on me now to inflict.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this down to a 6 for Valerie.
Okay, so now you have like, yeah, you have 3 left, I think, on me.
Stu has definitely succeeded this. However, Zeke, your total
Oh,
roll.
boy.
You have a what could go wrong saved.
Yeah. So I have 2 hold that I can. I mean, do I notice Valerie is like tripping up on her feet
These are gonna happen at the same
simultaneously.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'll save my hold. I got a 4.
You guys are pretty much like in a stealth game waiting for their red visibility bar to like go away and like skirt around them. Valerie, you just like trip up and eat shit because of like the backpack gets caught on the dumpster as you start running.
Because the gun added like extra
yeah.
height that I was not.
Zeke, what did you roll total? Was it a failure?
It was a 4 total.
Yeah, so
I
then
rolled a
you
5
trip,
minus
you
1.
then trip over Valerie. Stu, you don't notice that either of your teammates have tripped. So you are behind.
I'm assuming delighted that I made it to the other side.
Yeah, you make it to the door and turn around to like high five Valerie, and you see her and Zeke on like the floor. And the goldfinch is like fluttered up and lighted on top of Zeke's head. And those two cops are kind of slowly walking over. They just kind of presume you're people walking past who have tripped, right? But they've definitely noticed the two of you.
That's not good.
Zeke, the water bottle. Get the water bottle to Stu. I'm gonna try to like discreetly throw my house keys at Stu.
Okay, so this is gonna be another act under pressure from Valerie.
That's a good move for when someone notices you lying on the ground. Is try and start throwing objects at the one
you've all
person
seen, like,
who hasn't been discovered.
Those videos of like a teacher searching a student for their vape, and they surreptitiously like throw it under the couch or slash desk at their fellow student.
I think I might also try to just throw like other random stuff from the backpack just around me, just to cause a bit of a distraction. That way I can like sleight of hand throw the keys.
That is fun. That is fun.
Okay.
And Zeke.
So if Valerie is going that direction, I think Zeke is gonna up the ante even more and just be sort of over the top and just being like, "Are you kidding me? Seriously? You made me trip after all of this? Look at this water bottle. It's fucking dented. It's useless." And I fling the water bottle over to
Very good. Very good. His name's Stu. So Valerie, this is gonna be an act under pressure to like
throw
your keys. And Zeke, this is a often overlooked.
Can I use? Yeah, often overlooked.
Cool. That's cool. Which I think, Val, I'm gonna give you a situational +1 to this roll because there is a lot going on. However, I still have the ability to do minuses from it if I feel like it.
Yes. Okay. Okay, that's an 8.
Okay. And Ezekiel.
So barely did I get a 7. On a 7, I can pick whether I'm unthreatening or unimportant. And I'm going to say unimportant, so I might seem threatening.
Yeah. Okay. So
yeah, I got a 5 plus 2.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Val, you're throwing shit everywhere from the bag. So the t-shirt wrapped gun is on the ground, but it's still wrapped up in a t-shirt, like it's not exposed. Your keys go like flying towards Stu. The Ziploc bag with the amulet was in Valerie's backpack. It went skidding along the ground. It's just, it's out there now. And the water bottle, were you trying to throw the water bottle, Zeke? Yeah, you did. You threw
Yeah,
it,
I specifically said like it's dented, it's broken, and then chucked it.
that clangs and clatters over towards the like bush that Stu has like jumped into next to the fire escape door. Yeah, so yeah, like this, Stu, you see
knocking
these,
Stu out cold.
kind of triangulating your position. The keys and the water bottle fly both like directly towards where you are. This cop, both these cops walk up and they're like, sir, could you step away from this woman, please?
You see what she's doing? She's throwing all my shit around.
Ma'am, do you know this man?
No, I was just having my iconic 7 p.m. stroll, and I bumped into this man behind this dumpster, I guess also on a walk.
Can we get license and registration from the both of you? Except not registration, just can we get some ID, please?
Yeah, I just have to find it. One sec, and I like pick
Yeah,
up
hang
the
on.
Ziploc bag with the amulet, and and then I like.
They got the real wide gunslinger stance. Their gun belts held slip style. You are now holding the evil M&M amulet. Valerie, are you?
Well, I'm just trying to like slip it into my back pocket,
Okay.
not like use it on them. Sorry, I don't know if that was clear.
Hands where I can see them.
I was just grabbing my wallet, and then because I put it in my back pocket, and then I grab my wallet with the same hand, and then flip it open to the ID page.
Zeke Arthur.
That's right.
You might have heard of me.
I'm a tunnel inspector. I work with the city actually, so I
Tunnel
think you'll
inspector
find
is such a fucking
I'm a
like,
public servant.
gross like thing you find
You
see
like-
on like a gross T-shirt.
You like bought yourself like a cop's badge, like fold wallet that they did not issue to you. You just thought you should have one.
Valerie, what
Yes.
address is on your driver's license? Have you updated it? How have you updated it for the place you currently live, or does it still say you live on like the fucking island?
Realistically,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. It would probably, because I think I've only lived in this apartment for like a year.
How often do you need to get your driver's license renewed?
Every 5 years, I think.
How old is Valerie right now?
Valerie
If
is
you-
23.
If you own the car, technically you're supposed to get it updated when you move for your insurance to be valid, I think.
Does Valerie own her car?
Isn't that? Oh yeah.
Because
But-
like they want to know where it's going to be parked or
But yeah,
whatever.
when did Valerie get her driver's license? At 16?
Oh gosh. Yeah, probably at 16. Are we gonna?
So I think that your most recent license would be when you lived with your parents.
Yes.
And I would say it's very likely that Valerie does not actually own the car that she currently drives around.
No.
So yeah, where are your parents from again, Valerie? That's where it would say you live.
Prince George.
Yeah, cool. So it all yeah.
It was like the photo of you incredibly young too on the ID.
And looks probably very different to what Valerie currently looks like.
Yeah.
Your license is about to expire.
Interesting. Yeah. They jot something down, but very thankfully it does not say that you live in this building. Sir, if you could step away from this lady while she picks up her things, and we're gonna watch you both. This building is quarantined. You can't fucking go in here. Sorry, my partner's a bit of a bad cop. I think we can sort
Was
this whole
anything
thing
they
out.
said lies? Was he really a bad cop?
Yeah.
Damn, that's brutal.
Yeah, they're you can see they're on their badges it's officers good and bad. Interestingly enough, it is the right name with the right thing. Like it's not a subversion. You know? They're not trying to trick you. The bird is still kind of on top of your head, Zeke, and it's Valerie. You can see it's looking down at him reproachfully. But they seem to just think you're normal, if weirdly dressed people. They seem interested in the two of you leaving the building and getting along your way. Stu, are you doing anything while Valerie's picking up her various possessions from the ground? And Valerie, I think it's going to need to be an act under pressure in a little bit to put this gun in your bag without it being really fucking
Proper.
obvious that it's.
I think I'm gonna take this opportunity to try to see if I can slip into the building undetected, and then I'll maybe if I'm able to get in, then I'll wait for like 5 minutes and then assume that they've been captured.
The building that Valerie lives in, I've already established to myself, like the fire doors like are for sure not locked. They're like propped open with a brick, so you can just always just
Right.
kind of get inside if need be. Like
Wow.
this is not the safest.
Only doors that need to stay
This is
closed.
not the safest building in the world, but it's so much
Right.
easier to just go
It's
through.
so
yeah.
so easy. Yeah.
This isn't based on any real buildings I've ever been to. So yes, Stu, you're inside. The lights are like dim, and you can see that they, along the walls, kind of Stranger Things style, there are like runners for blackberry brambles everywhere. However, most of the ones you see in here are kind of a verdant and bright, healthy green color, as if they were growing fresh in the warm heat of the summer. It is cold in the apartment building. You'd believe that the main heat furnace system is likely off at the moment.
Oh shit. Okay. Is there like what rooms or what doors are available to me right now? Is there like a storage closet or something that I could hide in for a couple minutes?
You're in like the fire staircase. There's a door
Right.
that says main floor, and there's stairs leading upwards.
Okay, I don't think we planned past this point, right?
Certainly not for Stu to be in the building by himself.
Right.
Definitely.
I think at this point, Stu's probably thinking that his the best thing he could possibly do is just keep moving as quickly as possible.
Hey, Stu.
Oh, thank God! Yeah, I forgot you were here.
Yeah, I can do. It was really fucking easy for me to get into the building.
Yeah, I know. What's going on outside? Are they like getting arrested? Should we just leave them for dead, or like, do you think
Well,
you could peek through the wall?
no, I was just out there. Like the cops are really hard set on not looking in this direction. I don't really fucking get it. Last I saw, Zeke and Valerie were in an altercation with the police because Valerie had a gun. Based on my inference of the situation, just kidding. That would never happen. No, they're probably fine. They probably should need to leave. So I think this is a Stu and Guy mission.
Okay. Well, that seems bad, but I guess fine.
Yeah, I'm like half in the bag, man. What do you need me to do?
Do we just keep like? Do we know where the core is, or do we have to find it still?
From what Valerie said to me on the phone, you guys saw some plants in like the basement, or in like they were coming from the taps. I can check it out if you want.
Like check the taps out? Or
No,
the
like
basement?
I can go through walls and like see.
Yeah, okay. How about I just wait in the stairwell for a minute?
How many beers did Guy Go have?
Enough. Back outside, Valerie.
Ooh,
I'm
also,
slowly walking away. Just-
Dejected
and
and
like
sad.
seeing like slowly enough to see if something happens with the gun.
also very random. I was just thinking, just for ID purposes, I think Valerie recently got her ID updated actually, but like within like maybe the past couple years.
Okay. So it's
So
not
it's-
as bad as it could be, but it.
No.
I think it's fair. I think it would make sense that Valerie does not want the government to know that she lives here. Like she probably gets her mail delivered, like wherever else she can.
Yeah, I think it's like what it's probably like an old house or something that like she was staying at when she first got to Choke Point.
Yeah, there's a lot of. I mean, it also is not impossible that Valerie was just squatting in one of the many abandoned houses in Choke Point for a while. That's pretty pretty plausible. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, there's an address on there. The bird, Zeke, is definitely following you and like presumes that you think it's just a bird, so isn't trying to be super incognito about it.
Yeah.
But it is like a goldfinch. You're not sure how much it can really do to you right now. Valerie, are you gonna try to put this gun in your bag?
I could just leave it here, but that's also kind of suspicious too.
Well, you can
I'm gonna try to discreetly put it in the backpack.
Give me an act under pressure, please.
Okay.
And I know how much I have left to subtract from your rolls.
You might not need it.
Daily affirmation.
It's a 4. So you could make it a 1 if you wanted, but
You should, just for fun.
you might still want to use that -3 on me in the future. So
How Zeke, are you sure you want me to make it a 1?
No.
Correct answer. Zeke, you hear a very loud gunshot from behind you. and the bullet whizzes right past your ear as this loaded safety-off rifle has been in Valerie's backpack this whole time. And Valerie, the cops are kind of just giving you a curious expression. And one of them is just very slowly taking a pair of handcuffs from his belt, and the other one is just kind of like sidling towards you pretty slowly. This is how cops react to things.
Fireworks. I'm gonna run.
I'm gonna run. Okay. Valerie, give me another act under pressure, please.
Can I
Yeah.
spin on my heels?
Yeah.
And oh, this is such a terrible
You
idea.
throw the
But
anklet.
no, I want to spin on my heels and try and clonk one of the guys in the head with my Watchman's flashlight.
Okay, I got a 9.
Roll kick some ass, Stu. Or Zeke.
Absolutely.
I never say Stu unless I'm trying to talk about Zeke. Zeke is more of a Stu. I stand by this.
Interesting.
Okay, so that. Okay, so that, yeah, no, that's kind of rough.
Mm-hmm.
I could use a point of luck.
Mm-hmm. So a fail is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's another 4.
Ooh.
Stu, you've got a bad feeling in the staircase. You're the hairs. on
I
your
spin
neck are
around, but I swing wide because I'm just already too far.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Valerie, Zeke, you both have guns drawn on you. Zeke, yeah, you just swing the flashlight in midair, and it just goes like flying out of your hand. Yeah, yeah, like goes flying right towards that bush that Stu was sitting in beforehand. Just Stu has a flashlight available to him now if he goes back outside. And yeah, I'm gonna say that Valerie, you run towards Zeke, and Zeke is now in between you and the cops. And yeah, I think Zeke, you're gonna take I think 3 harm from getting shot in the leg. Realistically,
Youch.
here, yeah, it's just like a quick bap through like your shin bone. And they just kind of tell you to get on the ground immediately. Do you two comply?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I have anywhere else to run to right now.
We're gonna cut back to Stu. Stu, you're kind of sitting on the stairs.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, I haven't been. Damn.
You're now the guy comes back. He's like, "Holy shit, man! There, yeah. I think I found where all the plant matter is. It is all definitely in the boiler room, and there is a lot of it, and there is something growing inside it. I'm like 90% sure, and it looked at me. I think it didn't seem to be able to move.
Great. Stop talking. I think the dogs will take care of it. I don't want to know anything else. Let's just go down there, get it over with.
Plausible deniability.
You're making me scared the more you talk about it, so I think we should just go down there.
Okay. Okay. We'll have to. Okay. And you guys burst into the lobby. I guess you see there's a room, a door that says boiler room with a ton of plants coming out of it, bursting into the lobby. You see that there is a guy just kind of like sitting in a chair in the lobby, reading the newspaper. He looks up at you and he's like, "Well, that's odd.
Can I get like a?
I don't recognize either of you."
How is this man dressed?
The kind of normal. He's got like a green Henley shirt and some slacks.
Okay. So he's not in uniform.
No. He just kind of looks like an old man.
Is the door to the boiler room like impermeable with the
No,
amount
it's
of plants
it's
coming out of it, or is it
it's like a jar. It's held open, in fact. So If it was to be locked,
Right,
you're
okay.
fine.
What's
I'm just gonna.
you're new?
Yeah, we're from the city.
Ah. That's
Guys, show
funny.
me
I'm
your-
from the town.
show me your thing.
What? Here?
You know, like the flip out thing that they give to the city people.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the badge thing. Zeke has one.
Yeah. He flips out his thing. It says, guy, go. No middle name. Lore. And he's like,
They
well,
left space for a middle name.
okay. Oh, you hear about the plants?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
we
We're from the.
we called. We didn't think any of the calls went through. Yeah, I don't work. I just live here, man. I'm not gonna stop you. I just curious how you got inside. What with all the doors being locked and
I'm sorry to.
we didn't
hear
try
that.
the
Have you
fire
been-
escape door.
Have you been looking
Hmm?
like purple at all recently? Or
Blam! Gunshot outside.
Oh.
Jesus.
oh, I think you should go back to your room just in case.
The fuck
'Cause-
are you to tell me what to do?
Well, we're from the Department of Agriculture, but there's also
That's not what that guy. That's not what that guy's badge said. First of all, it's
Well,
at the
I'm
Department
from the
of
Department of
Resources and
Agriculture.
Affairs -NH. Seems made up. Blam! Second gunshot from outside. Also, once again, my apartment is filled with plant matter, so I'm trying not to actually chill in there right now. My wife, she's stuck inside.
Oh, that's awful.
Well, it's not like I don't know. We've it's been a weird week for self-discovery. I'm 90% sure me and my wife are both ghosts.
Oh,
Yeah.
have you tried like? Can I pass my hand through him?
No, it kind of hits him on the shoulder. The guy's like,
Yeah, he's some ghosts are hypercorporeal, man. It's kind of rude for you to assume.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
I've sent you
yeah,
a lot of
so we could go
ghost-based
with that.
literature for like this. You shouldn't move somewhere and like not understand the people that live there, Stu.
That okay. That's fair, I guess. I- regardless, I guess you can stay here if you want. Just like have a good time, relax.
Thanks.
You got like a chair. That's nice. And then I am going to go into the boiler room, hopefully with Guy. I would like him to follow me.
He, in fact, walks in front of you. He's like, I guess it does make I'm a lot harder to kill than you are, Stuart. I kind of adopted
you.
that guy's accent. The boiler room is I don't have a good boiler room picture that's filled with plant matter. There's a lot of white blackberry brambles in here, and in like the center of the room, surrounding on what you presume to used to have been the hot water tank. There's just like this big old cocoon of like stark moon white blackberry brambles that are. The floor around them is stained with blood, as if a shit ton of blood has been in this room, but they are all like completely spotless. There's kind of like the kind of sound permeating this room is a little scary, and the brambles under your feet kind of like they don't like try to grab you, but they are kind of like shifting just like a little bit, you know.
Okay.
Nobody else.
Can
Nobody else is in this room. Well, there's like several corpses, but there's nobody alive in this room.
So I have the whistle, right?
Yeah.
I can.
In a water bottle.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna fish it out of the water bottle. This seems like a pretty straightforward type situation. Just gonna fish it out of the water bottle, blow the whistle. I guess see what happens.
So there's this kind
That's
of
an
like
optional step, and then get outta
gurgling
here.
sound as the water kind of like loosely falls out the end of the whistle, and then it starts. It like, it's still kind of. It's not very loud, and you're. It does. It seems it doesn't like no immediate. There's no like big magical blast of sound that could be heard thousands of miles away. But so you've still got your third eye open, and you kind of just see this kind of like very dim, just kind of signal send out from where you are. Very useful to have a guy with a third eye, not blind. But you don't notice any immediate change. Outside, Valerie, Thorne, Zeke Arthurs. Zeke, shot in the leg. Valerie, standing just behind him. Have you lain down on the ground, Valerie, as you have been asked to?
How far are they from me?
About 20 paces for one and about 10 paces for the other, I'm gonna say.
And they have both their guns drawn, is
Yes,
that correct?
yes, and trained upon you.
Okay, I think I'm about laid down.
Yeah, and there's a very angry bird on sitting on top of Zeke. Yeah, they approach you both and hold you down. They don't read you your Miranda rights. They are cuffing you first, Valerie, and then Zeke. And you kind of feel you see Valerie, your water bottle had fallen out of your backpack and landed next to you, and you see the water level in it is like shaking back and forth a little bit, and you worry that maybe there's like an earthquake. And the cops are kind of talking to each other, being like, man, it's been really weird this time, huh? They're just doing small talk, talking about changes of management is the kind of main thing you overhear. They're not reading you your Miranda rights. They really don't seem to care to. They just don't want you approaching this building. And then next to you, a hole is busted through the concrete wall of this building, which you know to be this is like a bookstore there, and you know there's a very old dog that lives in this bookstore, Valerie, and people pet him when they buy their books. And the concrete, it has just exploded through the concrete like a bit of a wrecking ball, and you see it just kind of run out of into the alleyway, just turn right and just make a beeline for your building, and it is then followed by approximately 70 other dogs just kind of roaring through this alleyway. Now, good news, bad news. Zeke, Valerie, you are both going to take one harm from this stampede of dogs.
Dog stampede.
But the cops, upon seeing this, both let out a scary, scary noise and sprint away from this. It's like a weird ass fucking scream, and they sprint away from these dogs. You notice that a couple of them break away from the pack and are chasing them down, and the rest of them are pouring into the like open windows and into the lobby of your building, Valerie. And I think that's where we're gonna end off tonight's session.
Oh, wow! I can't believe Reggie was one of the Slugs dogs. I'm naming the bookstore dog.
Very, very impressive. Yeah. Did we learn anything new or important about the world?
Yeah.
I think we got some pretty good world-based info. Did we learn anything new or important about one of the hunters?
Yeah, we got Zeke lore.
We got some hashtag epic Zeke lore.
We know his parents drive a Mazda 323, was it?
I believe so.
I think that's the most important detail we learned.
Yeah.
I think so. Well, also his dad seemingly owned a magic marimba.
And I didn't get anything but a full
berets.
success, I don't think, on any of my rolls. No, that's not true. I did get one mixed success.
We got some real nice high rolls and some truly
I don't
low
think
rolls.
I rolled like anything good except the one act under pressure.
Zeke almost got shot in the head.
Yeah, you guys got onto that roof like super efficiently and cleanly.
It's the only thing we had prepared.
Yeah. True. Very true. Geigo drank a lot of beers. Did we save anybody for some certain death or worse?
I mean,
No.
me, so far, I went into unstable, and now they're gone.
True. Stu did cause that to happen. Yes. Did we...
Also, yeah, the dogs trampling me put me into unstable.
Yeah, and that sucks. Also, when the dogs were trampling over you, it did not feel like it was dogs. It felt like people were like pelting you with stones.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
That seems bad.
It does seem bad. Did we solve the current mystery?
No.
No, but I feel like we're getting close.
I think you're pretty damn close. Yeah. The snarl has been sweet. And this is Max Wilcox
How
signing
much
off.
XP do we get
You get 2.
for the questions? Oh, okay.
I forgot about
Wow.
that part.
Mm.
Greedy guts. Come on.
I need to show a photo of my character sheet because I have like I've leveled up like once already at some point. Oh wait. But I have all this like other XP I need to add in, and I think that's the second level.
That's fucking awesome.
I like how you didn't organize the other ones at all.
No,
It's
I was
just-
gonna say that. There's just some boxes.
just like tossed them on there.
Yeah, Zeke definitely leveled up this session with how many failures were.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like Zeke. It was a big inviting people to your house for the first time. That's a situation where everybody levels up.
Wow.
So we got 2 levels up.
No.
Yeah, we just get.
No.
Oh.
Just the one. 2 points of XP.
Sorry,
Boy.
wait. 1 point of XP or 2?
2.
I level up.
That was fun. I'm gonna click end stream now.
Wow.
Nice.